team no ye free mu do bi e wa aboabo na ye nwura mu e wo soame eho e na Benham of U13 coast tournament no about no awie ye e shall see last Monday another and na Jimmy no team about into final match no and our Kessben television so now before finals no third and fourth place game no team about so Emma Amansie and Asokwa Royals and a boy match no akoye 1-1 na hu behia say ye beko ato preko ana penalties eho and Amansie ebomoden eche Asokwa Royals eshomo by 6-5 enti Amansie etosumiensa Emma Asokwa Royals almost senior team any Asokwa Namoru omon a place for final game na about so enrano Shooting Stars and the Yankees na edi etato Emma shooting edi nkunim akabienu a Yankees anti enra ye drawn down the curtain our Benham of under 13 coast tournament no na yen champions Shooting Stars second place team Yankees Amansie Wonders etosimiensa and Asokwa Royals etoso and then into final game of course no any all the goals are a pure free muno and I will enjoy our Kessben television so now Jimmy ne bana wie no chairman Bernard amofa dwantoa ebepiem ewase ema all the clubs obia airline up into Benham of Urbano and our no 16 solid clubs and a boss coast tournament we catch them young referees ajuma omo abono from day one bepem enra last day no na eso nipa young referees ema any member and na edi sa U13 coast tournament no enti teams partake your tournament no and our Kessben television so we air time na shooting Stars so I'm left omo a trophy no medal presentation enemy bian so etimi eba so na individual awards etimi eba so Go Kings yenya 3 players omo share 3 goals enti yenya 3 players obia efa Go King award no enti yebehwe awards etimi eba so e Benham of U13 coast tournament no enti Go Kings no ekoye Oben Daniel ono every Shooting Stars share 3 goals Desmond Al Hassan every Asokwa Royals share 3 Muhammad Ibrahim and so Ebony enti awards no yebehwe time na presentation no course into Go Kings no and our Kessben television so enti Muhammad Al Hassan Desmond Muhammad Ibrahim Desmond Al Hassan and Oben Daniel best goalkeeper Eric Osen Asokwa Royals and overall best player Oben Daniel Obo at the Emma Shooting Stars. Now at the end of the tournament, no, and the presentation in area no Benham of Bernard Amofe Dwantoa President Emma Brekum Chelsea or Chilemu DNTR organize sa tournament we.
Need manage home because I say full talent and we have to catch them young. I say more Brekum Chelsea, more Division 2, and I'm saying all coach team, and I want to invest from the youth side all the way to the senior level. My main vision is I on talent.
Last year, under 10.
Next year, and you can say but next year we use some a youth tournament now.
Bernard Amofe Dwantoa President Emma Brekum Chelsea Benham of Ena Wotin in Kano and coach Samuel Boadu Ebemu Ebehebi na Brekum Chelsea head coach at the end of the tournament. And also board organizers and Benham of Abasopa coach Samuel Bodu Kasai.
Yeah, the medal organizers no ase and the media for especially Kessben for say baby amudi actually. And so this is the future of Ghana football. As I share, we have the talent. Nti kakra make sure stakeholders and say omumwa ema the youth development no intimi enkosro because my say FA no and so astati but the jama if you don't intimate, other stakeholders and so intimate and so many intimate develop the Ghana football because starting from the
former Asokwa Deportivo now Namoro, former Mediema, former Hearts of Folk and now coach Emma Brekum Chelsea. Yes, Samuel Kofi Yesu Bodu and Oten and Kano na Abdullah Ahmed coach Kamara and the main organizer Masaudu Ahmed Ebony. Omunyina Kansempi na manager Abdullah Ahmed Kamara represente National Juvenile Committee NJC Omonso Kasai after the tournament.
Then as a member of the National Juvenile Committee, we started NJC so never masa Bomabaso. If we say development, here present and development here National Juvenile Committee
fitiasie ene awieye Kessben for so yase chese baby abefa bia obi at tournament yi waka eyemo ye di kan medamase na eye tournament yi aye successful every year bia ekonanim because last year you heard tempo ene emu tene performance ebe mo a you heard
President Abdullah Amidu Asukwa Royals Asukwa Namoro now only a member of National Juvenile Committee and Masaudu Ahmed of Ebony that in some editu jana shooting stars from the tournament no kwadanke to one players no in some way edi jay kwan
and ya bo ma baso
Enti yebetin some shooting stars omo players no editu ja omo ana eje tournament na nkwadan no edin some ahodo enso edi dan yen just after say omo lift trophy nti eno adan some ahodo pi ena course so ema even coaches ni bin so edi kakra tato
a good part like because me like me ball tournament be say that like first time to experience no me say good yeah
we didn't know who's watching my true now many aje be because my first time mimbo bi da tinu many aje pa that's
a friend what Clinton tournament na host to a very good many aje and then my first time I remember tournament ke see that's
a friend aje my pempe from pon and then first time I remember tournament mimbo bi da and then first time mimbo so ye boy so yaje and then Nyame and say dem paying for us
Dini sido for usu.
Di kind na se. Body kind na se. Enye obia na se bi nya opepa. Ene akoma se bo support ye questions because we na American we na first time I heard it.
We Jumedi course eno ada e was Swami Kokwase Benamoff under 13 tournament officially Abanabie ye Emma Shooting Stars omo NRJ Eddie Esiomo na so Yankees e place second Amansia won the third na Asukwa Royals e place fourth into next year chairman Bernard Mofa join to us under course tournament and so ebetimi about nti nyampanifo say ma omo support and grassroots ye many teams no ebe very strong way any Jumedi ye de etia no ne agina so ahwensama ekoso ankofo ekrosi yamatie ene ahwefo akwa babiem yen hyase enfremfri German bonus liga no nemom enyan hyase DFB pokal no eno ada and officially and also etim ekeke offer Bayern Munich edinkunim ekanan MISSV LUM omom entimi anti German DFB pokal game a boss no Bayern Munich omo eshe 4 Thomas Muller ono ko a eshe 2 goals on the first eshe second goal na yenya third goal eno we Kingsley Coman Michael Olise making a debut of the bench and a buy assist Emma Kingsley Coman and so eco share a goal at Tosimiensa Harry Kane and then now goal number 4 assist to every Thomas Muller hall and team and Muller eshe 2 a assist bako Kingsley Coman and so she go bako Michael Olise and Obiako said a dream start at the man send the first official game for Bayern Munich or yeah assist I'm a Bayern Munich ashe 4 game across and our match highlights our Kessben so we a first official game Emma Vincent Company on any coach of the Bavarians and other Watianu ye par 4 next week and a German league no and so a chance here yen twaso enko England and a EPL no and a new season no a chance here Man United e sheka bakoa Fulham omo entimi ante Joshua Zagzi ne free bench ebenya sa decisive goal no e de Emma Fulham na Man United eno chances no omo ebogui pa o de hwe Bruno Fernandes wow one say ball way Man United come ngwini kamenim de fans no ebe kan e de actually Bruno omo Messiah no a new player Joshua Zagzi ono a free a year Bologna Bayer enche the first game and a free bench ebenya 3 points no at the Emma United Man United goal a PM no and I over our Kessben television so and about 11:30 yeah Ipswich and Liverpool ebebo na about 2 Everton ebeshia Brighton Newcastle and Southampton Nottingham Forest ebebo Bournemouth Arsenal ɛbɛtwa Wolverhampton Wanderers, West Ham ɛne Aston Villa, Brentford ɛne Crystal Palace. Na Nyame ɛyɛ adom a game ɛbɛsa bɔ so ɔkyena no Chelsea ɛne Manchester City ɛbɛbɔ ɛno ɛyɛ 3:30. Na on Monday Leicester ɛne Tottenham ɛnso ɛde afei so. Na ɛno Joshua Zexia free bench ɛbɛnya the match winner. United ɛnya 3 points no ɔse wei ɛyɛ dream come true. So obesi akan ama United na the first game wahyɛ se go ne deɛ ɛyɛ dream kɛseɛ paa ɛna abɛmu no.
Yeah, I mean, you know, scoring, winning in front of Stretford is it's the perfect debut. So yeah, very thankful.
You got introduced to the crowd before the game,
yeah,
and then all of a sudden you hear the Stretford end and they start singing. What does that feel like?
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling. Hopefully, of course, it's the first of many. Yeah, it's great.
And then you heard them in full voice when you actually score at the Stretford end, and you realise just how special that is.
Yeah, it was. I can't really describe it. It's a bit difficult, but it was great. It was great.
Look, I think it's absolutely magnificent. You know, you've now joined Ruud van Nistelrooy and a couple of other Dutch people who have scored on their debut for Manchester United.
Oh, really?
So there was Ruud, Donny van der Beek, Alexander Butner, and now you. So
that's a nice list to be a part of. Right?
Where
Yeah,
Man United
get much
go getter and now Noah and a man of the match Joshua Zexi and I join Netherlands players I'm gonna make it on debut now I'm debut go at the Manchester United now Lisandro Martinez Lucho a defender Emma United and now Pem Adama Tuari not to baby also or the neck back to the gym on some Adama Tuari Bopa Lisandro Pem now on number B after the game. Lisandro Martinez, Lucho, Ebo Mazraoui Abaso, and Juma Mazraoui boy, no, na who pass my United players, psychologically, mentally, players are very, very determined.
Partners.
Well, it's about also the mentality. They show us directly from day one that they are here to compete. So when you have that connection, when you have that mentality, everything is going easy. So the connection when we look with each other is there. So and they are players to play for this big club.
Eric, do you want to check anything else on my notes before we go?
Lisandro Martinez, Man United, I'm a centre back, you know, and Ortiz or Bob Mazraoui and delete Abaso Enra Ejumano Nan SC Roy Keane, Man United legend. No Kasai say Man United. I say omo ewo injury concerns. One to no place nepra, one to no place nepra. A hard nipa injuries. Affect Man United brutal.
Particularly with your defence, can turn up and play 30, 40 games. They've had too many players, and of course, again, we go back to the injuries, but you need players who can turn up week in, week out and put in a good performance, and it can't be as hit and miss as last year. You can't turn up and be brilliant every week, but you want to look at the Man United side and understand the DNA and the personality of the team. Whereas last year you were turning up, and even tonight we weren't quite sure what we were going to get. And if Fulham were there, if Fulham were a little bit sharp before, they would have punished Man United.
Injuries, boom. Players no prepare to way any Roy Keane, Man United great in the concern. Now Gary Neville Kasai say Liverpool a club ebekono ye ho no DNA. Say Pep Guardiola ewo ho a City omo ball no say omo pass. Even when new managers but say Ange Postecoglou Tottenham ebo bibia oh ne fingerprints oh ne nsa no adwuma nemo Man United ebo boy Eric ten Hag oh hey Man United no say omo ebo bo ni biara sa mo bientie Gary Neville ne major concern.
I don't think we're ever going to see a proper Manchester United team until we see some sort of level of consistency, shape that repeats itself week on week. You knew a Jurgen Klopp team, you know now an Arteta team, you know a Pep Guardiola team, you know an Ange Postecoglou team, even though he's only been there a season.
Do you think we'll ever know an Eric ten Hag team? I mean, point being, Gary, I think if you're at a club for we're coming into his third season now, that can't be a question. So are we sort of saying he is a type of manager who doesn't have a certain style? He just basically he plays what's on.
There is an element of that, and I think to be fair,
legends no and a debate Gary Neville raise concern say Man United ye hu coach Eric Ten Hag ne nsa no adwuma e wo team no so because hu Arteta ne influence e Arsenal before say club aircon no na obobon say Liverpool ye bibi new manager mpo Ange Postecoglou Spurs obaye nche ne nso wo ye bibi Eric Ten Hag da ben and e be hu ne nsa no adwuma e United ho and Jim Callagher jumping in and I was saying, oh, players need a prepare. Better than and a coach, you know, team as tampon authority. Now, when the fingerprints of my United baller or more and so airport. Now, Oheneba, would him say, and rather, Man United before the game, no, Yenya Ghanaian back friend Oheneba Kwachi Junior or time at the text message about power from Cologne and rather now or UK. Okay, Man United match nibi. Na ojina Old Trafford na oye lucky number no nie nti Bones air trendy Old Trafford Oheneba Kwachi Junior at the video we my
a lot of good and strong teams in the Premier League that also strengthen the squad, so but
lucky number being in a big uniform. Yeah, Oba and I said them. And I say Fulham and I said Manchester United. Lucky number in
80 Mr. Bones at Old Trafford. I hear about Kwachi Junior and the live images and Old Trafford before the game. And or say lucky number ben the bay in home. A bay Fulham and I said Manchester United to Old Trafford and I got an in a send this video where at the MIA. You better other stories no so yento so and Spanish Premier League and rather yenya games mienu etimi eba so na Celta Vigo edin kuneme ka mienu ema Deportivo Alaves at ka nemu baako Las Palmas and Sevilla about draw match no ekowie 2-2 and Osasuna bebo Leganes Valencia and Barca Beshia Sociedad bebo Rayo Vallecano na ochina Mallorca and Madrid abo River Valladolid and Espanyol na fe on Monday Villarreal and the Atletico Madrid and so at the affairs way any La Liga games are about so and the Basso Hansi Flick a manager Emma Barca and wabo the La Liga game as a manager Emma Barca and also Valencia team way omo are very very stubborn nemom and the Barca some first game no omo betimi a record a victory.
It will be very tough because Valencia made it very well. They play in 4-4-2 and they like to play direct in the offense, so we have to take care about our backs, the space between our last line and the goalkeeper. So this is the thing what we also.
Where you Hansi Flick and Ekika or analyze Valencia how mo play mo ball and near my Barca for a bit me aye. You be send a target for the season. I say Barca a break into obviously omo per se omo enya and near my Kessben or Barca omo club anymore.
Question before, I think we have a really strong team, a good team with a high quality with the ball and also without the ball. And for me, it's in football, it's all about to win or to lose. You know, if you win, I know everyone is happy in the club, and also for your work, then it's much easier. Also for me.
And Hansi Flick the Barca, I was strong team. Oh, a Catalan fan. Oh, yeah, Barca Chitania. Team na mo parade no mo kita a stronger squad mo players no amo idea new manager no ana a boy and come say Barca kita players amo idea na omo team no and so very very strong yenko Italy and Serie A no air chance yen General bebo Inter Milan, Parma ni Fiorentina, Empoli, Ebeshia Monza, AC Milan, any Torino, Ochina Bologna, any Udinese, Verona, Ebebo Napoli, Cagliari, any Roma, Lazio, any Venezia, on Monday, Lecce, any Atalanta, na Juve, any Como Abo, when a games are eba so war, Italian Serie A, and a French Ligue 1 chassis, Le Havre, Echebaco, Paris Saint-Germain, at Tromco Bomber 4, 4-1, and a year PSG, Amodin Kunim, and Brest, any Marseille, Rem, any Lille, Monaco, Ebeshel Saint-Etienne, Ochina Sunday, Auxerre, any Nice, Montpellier, and about Strasbourg, Toulouse, and Nantes, and Guerre, and the Lens, Rennes, and the Lyon, and Ebebo, French Ligue 1. Yanko Cameroon, and Rwanda, and the late Issa Hayatou, former CAF president, and na you know about so our Cameroon, Nampeni Fahudopi, and the copy moon, our Yena say, said our Kessben television, so and FIFA president Infantino, na our Cameroon a year the late Issa Hayatou na ye na se no na Infantino e was here CAF yam president Dr. Patrice Motsepe enti Infantino and our no our Kessben television so Dr. Patrice Motsepe and so a CAF yam president ono enso enie enti enra and a former CAF president the late Alhaji Issa Hayatou na ye no enso etim eba so yanko Saudi Arabia and the finals of the Saudi Cup no eba so na 4:15 Ghana time Al Hilal and Al Nassr and Airborne and then a match day game Airborne so our Prince Sultan bin Abdulaziz City and on any stadium final game in Airborne so Cristiano Ronaldo any player obia so basic form now Ronaldo about the finals oya dear power 34 matches a final game Sawabono was share 22 goals 2 assists waba 1 hat-trick into a 24 goal contribution and a Ronaldo wayen for final game bia ono enso etimi abo yanko Brazil Vinicius Junior okon the chroma school bia ya abandon for bad 10 years na opese o take advantage na otimi nsiesie enti wayisika 3 million dollars say omo enfant transform school no enti school na one form o enwura e wo school no a dawson pa enti school company for out na JJ for the past 10 years Vinicius Junior say ontimi hwe ama aniema entimi ensentwe sika say omo enfant CSS school no ebetimi afa enipa over 5,000 na education center sports and culture ni nyina no omo si wi a omo yensiesie no wi a omo engi sika bia Vinicius Junior so abeko bia no eno free way ene nsema Vini Junior ono enso no chrome say Joao Felix ene source Atletico for no wio and komatwetwe adru akire pa enche kra no ebetimi official say Joao Felix ebebo the Chelsea football club no so na Chelsea did pass Victor Osimhen ebenya no nemo Chelsea ene Osimhen di no Lukaku enye part separate deals Lukaku ebeko Napoli ema Victor Osimhen so aba Chelsea nemo enya swap deal nya say bia Lukaku eko na omuni sika atato omo different negotiations Lukaku dianko and Victor Osimhen ne dia no enso enko enrada and Leslie Okechukwu enya joining Sanantin a season long loan and a kwako pointy and Leslie ni unveiling no enso etimi eba so e was Sanantin omo aso ye senior manager coach Paulo Fonseca say Christian Pulisic omo a new role enti AC Milan omo first league gamer omo ebo against Torino no obe strike at the free flanks and Chenchen ho on board on a typical position na yenim no enti en Chenchen ho any new roller Paulo Fonseca at the Emma Christian Pulisic ho and not done Napoli Boboko no signings no na oko Italian confirm abre pao Juventus epe Nico Gonzalez na Fiorentina day one omo ebebo na omo matcha omo ne Palma besi akan and then Nico Gonzalez omo amfana nka squad ho because omo tono enti Fiorentina players na omo adi face Palma no Nico Gonzalez on kan which just say like so kokobo edi ama Juventus omo football club no Inter advance omo Thomas Palacios or yet left-footed centre back obo ede Emma Klaba omon enso ede Borussia Mönchengladbach ne madam aso nipa former Stuttgart omo player no na say de Inter omon enso no Julian Alvarez ne registration no enya go through into Atletico Madrid omo first game man omo no Julian Alvarez former City player no enso ebetimi abon Ian Wright former Arsenal player and also season where you bepe Dominic Solanke ono and the new sensation yepe new signing so make make impact on Ian Wright ebeko for Dominic Solanke Spurs akoto no ni player obeye new signing na the model and so ebetimi aso ani eno Leon Goretzka Bayern Munich omo amfana nka omo match day squad no we say omo enso turn yebewie e Premier League managers no post match eba so eno United win no pre match ahodo eba so ma clubs omo ebo Enzo Maresca Chelsea manager or say Chelsea fans no munyanto boase eniema eguso a ehhehye
the pitch and you can hear your fans that they are behind the team. It's always a big support. It's like we said many times, it's like 12 players, So for sure, if they support us and they be patient, we're gonna pay back, I think you say. We're gonna pay back with performance and with the results.
I suppose in football, especially here, you don't always get the time.
Hey, coach, Enzo Maresca, Chelsea fans, no, Munyanto Boasia, Pep Guardiola say, Bobo Kefan said Chelsea thought Bolly honest, no, Mama Enzo Maresca, Mama the time, Jumano, obey the Fala, Eddie Amamo.
If they accept my advice for the owners from Chelsea, give him time. And it will work. All the manager needs time, right? So I don't know, Chelsea is the place to do this, but give him time and he will work. This is my feeling.
Way Pep Guardiola say moye Chelsea Penufa munya time Emma Munu manager Enzo Maresca and a slot say Martin Zubimendi a your decision so on Liverpool because Liverpool edinechi Wamba and a slot any.
And like I said many times before, we on the background, Richard is trying to strengthen the squad as he can, but unfortunately, Zubimendi decided not to come, and he did every effort. He tried everything to bring him in, but if a player doesn't want to come, it's.
Way Anna slot. The other chat to Mikel Arteta coach Emma Arsenal. You be saying say Mikel open Mikel ana because Mikel Merino more pen Mikel Arteta Mikel open Mikel ana yenti no name fan sorry so.
Yeah. Does Mikel like Mikel?
Sorry?
Does Mikel like Mikel?
If I like myself, you mean? You know that I cannot talk about any other player. Since the last day, I think we had
where Mikel Arteta and somebody to the head of big game one bubble weekend dinner EPL matches out dono baso and the game be running in obewura EPL games baso obewura Serie A Sanso and La Liga games out dono obewuram ye be Champions League na wal Mohamed Hudu and so baba me ahwe Champions League no takwate ne park Kumasi Asante Kotoko bomo ene Mediema Sporting Club and the boy Newton ebe board ne so what did you call beer details? Ebebre, Sabedi ebedin komo, and a doctor and Megashi ebedin komo. You wepe Nafe Yatwa Jumedian. So high Kessben 93.3 in Cran 92.9. Final whistle and a day bremo and nano pay doctor and Megashi.
Bruno Mama Maso. Yari be Bruno Masun Sumushechri. Sure. Say fear for Pewayewa. Omo tenasi ridi adia omo de kanwa ebetimi asesa wo hyebre yale ye wonu no bebre omo da ne sresrefo enye omo pew ba yare bi na abeto omo kwan mu e na omo anya safo e na me no kase Canada for the visa breme set member honti omo Canada ne de emisrem Dr. Magashi last number 07 WhatsApp me keke me ba ho me se mpanifo na wo ho na freme se bebo ambaso and from 12 ko nyina de na se me Canada ho me say Dr. Magashi asem pese me kache nipa ne say 12 August e ko nyina de na me Canada ho asem pese me mani party ase ne say Dr. Magashi me de me ka bia me ye ho adwuma enipa bebre aba asase we so yare ma mo mobo enu na Revelation 22 the verse 2 say was say heaven ho na ye diduana haban and the person na mayale enye duro na was say nipa da so sawo because nipa bia na nnuane a wudi no say nnuane na was say dia pomode mbrew se wo benyina cha ejina waduane die so se wo bewu ntem a ejina waduane die so enti yade de ba et se de ka fort aba ho na de akofitem se me kwa akoye enche se de bia da ka ne nkofitem ho enti se obi yale na yare da no so a oba Dr. Magashi won say yare mawa tinto ntan no ano enti ye nnu ne say be kipu se beda duro so sa da bi omo pressure no omo diabetes obi o asthma obi o cancer kidney problem Dr. Magashi oba ye hot tinto nton e se de ye awo adurama obi a awo ene ha no anaso ope eba so oba Dr. Magashi na say fibroid ye duro no na awo ne ban no ano no enu nchese de bia da ba ya wadru enti yenye nduro na ye no ene ye ho no mre de so oba mi wonim difo a mo ka me ho a ye de wo famfidiem check ni pedua no ehwe de ye koso woni pedua mpoti ansa na ehu edu ye de ye de ma ho enti wo mfa wo ya le mba ho no nsa mfa kofie bium ye wo enu no bebre ho no ma de bia asem emeka be ma bi asebi ni be ma nya adwuma me wo doctor bi wo the ohwe Techiman branch na no friend Dr. Ajiman me say 4 course of month ma ye tinidin enu no mo rese no mo sha ase so mo nom na no no so say da bi ono so benum bi onum aduro no me ko e boy ni ni be ma chewe anya be market o aduro ni say onum am obekọ am nkyere say aduro we free nkofo say be market say do sweet potato and tomo sa sweet potato ye blend ne mo ni e dia haban bi fra ni e de fra mak ma na sa onum say kim bo say obema ne rubber obema de be sole ai ehuntini keke krampo ne enye ise ebema enti obi a oti asase wo sira se ne be mesuarom enu na Ezekiel chapter 20 the verse 20 23 verse 20 say omo bema susande omo yire no makai omo x a omo bema se fumponko bema okwa akowale no oba na ebia na odi kan fa obi pen nipa odi nkan fa no ne bema so 3 by 1 enti se wo no be fa no no be tra ho de bia da na se wo bema ne se bi eni amwa wa asem beto because enu no bebre di ka yes ade no mo na mo haw ni amanim Dr. Bagashi me se fa number no number ni 0547 044307 0547 044307 omo bata kra de branch nyina no omo nim Dr. Governor no duro ni wi he no ne be ma se de esita etenten aye kese no ne ga fi UK besa na na keni visa ma e visa tap plenty ma boy say boy den sam na UK abani emma no me ko ka say so we ba wi ase na we nya sika no we nya hwe kra anya obema asem we de bia me kala so Dr. Abraham Padi oda kaso no ne be ma sem nti obatis ka ye no de free abani afani ma ndi agro be ma o ti asase so opese nyankopon hira na kra no nyankopon se woni o yire ntumi an na yi a menshira o da eno no waka ho asem Isaiah chapter 62 the verse 5 no was say bema said you betime ma wo yire ho asepe no sa na me nyankopon me de ho sepe be hira wo enti opani so open nya menshira o bema da wanim no eno ene menshira be nipa number no ye 0547 0547 044307 0547 044307 empanifo bro hono mama ne bebri anye stroke as kire ne say ye ma wade bi e kan orgasm sa orgasm no be ma na ba sa o ma ne oba ne timi da yie na ahosepe ya ahosepe otimi ahosepe ne timi ba otimi nya sa orgasm na wonya 50 years cross obi wonya be 30 years de bia da na ma ne look young enti na Paul cast asem going I was 1 Corinthians chapter 7 the verse 1 going on o kan say eyema sujafo ne so mbe wale achen se omho be yira wo enti na so oba akrasa ne kunu wuja na so eka ono nko a no oni ba ma bi ntimi na aho yira wo no so bebre da omo ntimi na wo omo tiro no se me numa duro obetu anu maduro 24/7 ade nipa be ma be yama oni pedua na opani uti fa duro bia fa nye enti ma bro ono mo da omo ntimi na ne kususia na ade achi o hia bem ha Dr. Magashi be say edura be yama no wo yo ba na watinka te ko ma tinka na ba am watinka na yaduma what I say enti obema de me say governor brother ne bema se de so 3 by 1 I just go because it's I myself for governor no ne bema for so because no 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 ne bema se de sit I stay kesi no huntini keke krampo no thank you Dr. Amagashi enti me say do na pabidi mo na mani 0547 044307 0547 and now ye bema sebi muntie ni yin bema bia no be sraw wo ye obema ho adwuma na o masika nso aba obotom because apomodin ne de pesika ebia na stroke bia baji woni pedua na boso ebia na asthma bi etete wo ebia na yare bia ba woni pie mu a wo hia se obenya aduro me bro no mo dwo nso ntentem prostate enlargement, prostate cancer. Oba Dr. Magashi we don't time. Obi on antique kakra no abre. Obi on ni sisi ne to ase ne kotobi. Ne nan ko komu twetwe se ase ni nipa hye na de otwen. Oba Dr. Magashi wo ne yemo oduro. Se sisi yale nyina ti don't time. Obi a wanya stroke na woda ho. Obi nso asole o but ne fine ne adwo. Sa ne fa na adwo no akase e wo se yemo oduro. Se de be ya wo fa no so betu aye de aye adwuma. Enu ntira Dr. Magashi ye to nsa fro se. Nyame aye adom. Ye wo kuma se ha. Mazi macro. For macro, Jom can be so be a so called Dr. Magashwam. One more cram party more in a casua. Prison Johnson. One more takra the air power in Kejibri government school. Monso more techima, techima hensa. As some make a choice opening, so obey we are saying that's when you shake crana misro. While Pomo Dandy, I was saying him because ye casum, Nipebi or ye for na yari one with him. Or Jane a Pomo de whom a chance and quajasam becachano. It's a nipade yalea and until yes, Christ was yafono. Look, no, cahono, air haban room look no ye. And Tiana no confanochi. Ne confanochi a juma no dear ayale saka home. And today be do na confanochi this ayalia and the nam soon take a confanochi teaching hospital. And takan papa mkrana was a be doing a I was saying be do car a blow food at home. And to Dr. Magash as some person me catching the say to an amona bra. Sebia, o did say an anomative phone, or you soon have by money do bring somewhere. And no, Dr. Magashi, Mr. Eduna Bedimho, Mala Gonem Yuang no Billa. Na American maga bremula. Be machi me talk boom as me mausa. Mabe near bog pro dollar. Says spiritual. Soon say Yalenetia. Miss Seminar man for the same sermon. I dear Bako money by a boy alien. And to Dr. Magashi Fanam Banum, baby. Number near 0547 04 43 07 0547 04 43 07. Mr. Canada for the visa bremi. Or more Canada, Mr. At 12 Yamako Canada. As the channel say, Oma trans actually my panny more than my mebo. And Oma tone suffer me some basso. And to Dr. Magashi Canada for Mr. Wood was up number naked. Man blow, bad man, drum or bad I already. I didn't know I want to feel with him. Oh, Baba, with me, I saw him 1 year. I remember Baba, I said, oh, Dinky, Bakayi Baba. Bakayi Baba. Doctor, I'm a gas. I'm a coming number no 0547 04 43 07 0547 04 43 07. Dear me catch us a me kuya. Dear me kuya. Mr. Obia YM Rebiano, Deuteronomy 20 verse 30 says, Obeji Oba Wali, Obini Beda. Oh, I did back a whom we are so I do Oba Wali, no Bini Neda. I had drink maintenance massa how only been told. Brad Dr. Magashi, number near 0547 04 43 07. Nyamia Duman, out send a Bessia Macramina. Also about Uniatin. Oba Memo Dumo, I think, can I solve a little bit. I think I know, Mr. Ebebasina, what to know who was such a Obe, you know to be at Dakama. You know to be the Yaoda. What damn would you do in the channel?
Well, Kessben 93.3 and our Sugusa Wutien and Nano Pay, we share live our Kessben television so in crime, 92.9. Cashpot, Fahura Mubi. Na a star 256 star 2 hash. Star 256 star 2 hash. Now what you so option 1 no. A Kessben FM Kumasi. Kessben FM Kumasi. Now what you say? Yeah, 1,000. Now so weekending with me at the Aquaco DB. Bones, why ready? Over to you.
Ame masom out that cash room na ne kuko no emu ofe papa oka thousands ana na say sika ne ya eketu abi 10 million sika dada no na say ne akuaku sa pacha wo ye MTN user Telecel user fa phone na menchire wo sika nya moto we no ekwan be fa so na so nya bie star 256 star 2 hash select option 1 what in share so dia yankoi we why na ewinie 1,000 edin kano ebeye oba anase bema Ghana hefa na oni akrono owo yankoi why na ewinie Kessben cashpot 1,000 Ghana cedi lucky number ninye 0249 273 star 0249 273 star. Me pa cha say number na yi ni hu ya me sere wa check hwe na wo ankasa di hu adanse Kessben cashpot 1,000 Ghana cedis has been sent or credited to your wallet. 0249 273 ****. Brakame, lucky number you know wedding kind 1,000 no alande on the phone so.
1,000 alande on the phone so ubetimi enya 1,000 Ghana cedis ne bi our phone so for who remove be a *256 *2 hash *256 *2 hash and no any short code no. I remember I ever told you to let Todd Body know that we the Chelsea fans can't entertain his way of managing the club. Please, it's high time Todd Body and his team know that we are hungry for trophies and top 4. I understand the club is for him, but he should remember, without we the fans, the club is nothing. If he knows he can't manage the club, he should sell it again to those who can. He is using the club for business. Please, he should be mindful of us, we the fans. Sami Tuga, inside a jura, and now the message a free aba. And when I meet General Salamida Mabidjafuni na kwaba, Newton Latte, Atenase Newton Akwaba na what to say.
Bokopa. Chelsea fans, you know. Yes.
Yes. Trophies.
Yeah.
Bien no trophy.
No credit.
Chelsea nya club e teteton there be.
Ubia Petrophy. Ubia Petrophy. On say, yeah, na clubs no you categorize it. Season is shall you ubia we in a day obe fight for survivor relegation obe fight so on the all survive it. And you will be a middle table like na pressure in so omo you okay pa e bronya wo mukrum so mo middle table. And your group be the omo soro. Trophy nimpo no to be a oje one and okra maka say oh anya trophy akopɛ no obeje. Those class of clubs, you know, say o support to be need brebi drew na success ne ma ya na ho chiropa Arsenal and Arsene Wenger sorry but na England so e PM Europe kakra bi in the Champions League 2006 and yes I knock you back and ma be do top 4 but o mutimi more Champions League biem and the last 4 no say the Arsene Wenger or them go 2006 you know Arsenal fans are funny sir and they someone say can EPL o mo pay and no mind na community shield are ready na EFL are ready and so mesum na Real Madrid mo Barcelona mo ne ba bia Chelsea ne ho kwhya ne de Liverpool mo Oheneba se brebi dru na wonya and Milan for o ma fi Europe pa there were times in the Champions League last 4 afi bia ye dey obohu Milan for no ho but general Oheneba and they your Madrid say oje Champions League that level of consistency no wonya from AC Milan about be tough for their mom. And the Chelsea fans in Jintum, every club will be at some point now. Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, no so Europe, but a near man at 10 years. Look, traditional clubs in the day, Ombetimia catcher or more empire for say we are not looking for mediocrity. Madrid back catcher. Pires in him, he knows the standard and he's been respecting it for years and for ages. Pires in him say, Madrid their sources at the num. Sources no bringing in top players in about the no Barcelona sources at Romanum, Manchester United, already top 4 enough more. Chelsea don't know about read that bracket in them, and it fittingly suited their budget under Roman Abramovich. Nemusa before Roman Abramovich, not Chelsea way. Abramovich they change the colors, the legacy, the history, and everything. Then a new tea and they were cool. New manager came in. Or come marketer on top players about Boma Chelsea. That's what we baby or more. Until their signings you know, they are not achievers already. They are not established players. It's a friend of Chelsea. You have to say, oh, your man crown bread. Near middle table na you fighted yaba. Or squad if you be about Boma Chelsea a cut off phone. I maintain your standard. Say you can't trophy once more. You can't the Chelsea standard in the top 4. They don't even have the hope to say squad will beat me and fit into the top 4. And you Juma Cassie, let alone winning trophies. Now winning trophies are when about her squad way. Do things so much me fighting for Champions League last 4. With squad way.
Hey, Chelsea players from one frame ko.
Chelsea squad way. Over the fighting.
Man City brabre under Pep Guardiola and San Omoje Champions League 1. Inter squad na want me and find Champions League or the botia.
Chelsea squad they also motivate about top 4 more. Why they frame?
Oh my pressure. No.
Chelsea team no one they frame.
Oh my pressure.
Me my pressure.
Chelsea
fans na no mojitum so squad no. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes.
Oh, Sergio how can you okay?
Of course.
Chelsea back for you why? Chelsea back for you why?
When they frame back for apart from Brazil you know.
Chalobah way.
Enti
oh, Oheneba, also apart from, and I'm saying Chaluba.
Okay, Chaluba and Sweden. Back.
Look, the team is not established. Back for no one's going to be on a show. But Man City back for money. Okay, Jaibo Madrid. Okay, Jaibo Man City. Look, the team is not established. Midfield is established. Attacking is established. And a coach, look, I see a new coach, Awaba, dropping from the standard of Tuchel, Pochettino to Maresca. Who depreciation of coaching levels, you know.
But Chelsea fans in theatre, sir.
I want to say.
Okay.
I want to say.
And the came ready. Good morning, Kessben Sports. I wish my darling club Arsenal the best of luck today. Coach Prosper Netogum should talk to the right back. The penalty he caused was useless, as well as the free kick that led to Midieme's second goal. Sergeant Ima inside Nungwa police station. And the came akwaba mojidi so ho pa. Bibia fine there. The Nyame ase. Chelsea there so much trophy. So much.
No, but it depends on the angle you are looking at it from. Newton know what kind about establishment of certain players and you agree. But new Aston Villa team no almost they qualify for top 4 so many players in Chelsea. But they qualified.
Aston Villa team no.
Ezri Kosan, Pau Torres, Lucas Dean, Rogers, I've forgotten about Bayern Leverkusen, Ghana, Okono, Oli Watkins, Douglas Lewis, Mark Jen. They don't have players than Chelsea.
Sir,
Daddy.
Those players, you know, are more established. It's in Chelsea, you know. Pau Torres, Joe Carlos, no more established La Liga and San Moba came. Mark Jen now Wakano, or your EPL known name, only what league in one.
But this is the same Chelsea team.
This is the same Chelsea team. Someone established. And they also have the world's current best goalkeeper. Martinez, Dibu. He's the world's current goalkeeper. Look, Chelsea goalkeeper now. What's it? Chelsea goalkeeper now.
Sanchez.
Now Sanchez, no, you can't work top goalkeepers. I did team GBB. And you're building defense in the
Chelsea need an established striker like Oli Watkins.
Now, some man can't be Babako. And I'm can't be Babako. My picky Chelsea team. And I'm a picky Villa team. Me my count has a Villa team. The players need be they are good enough to start for the top teams. And no dear, Oli Watkins, Obo Diego Carlos, or you fit. Me jitu me say top teams ni be bro obey room.
On a Torres in Pau.
Well, Pau Torres is another good
player. That is the point.
He's a good
on a Torres in
Torres is unimbo. Me jitu me say the previous Douglas Lewis in one was so Juventus. But him o dey fa omo team na fa Chelsea so
dey Dean Abobobo it's a own team Obobobo Dean Chelsea we are not talking about team Aston Villa team no fourth team
they all kind one team
na dey who come
on players
top 4 and 4 players na cool we have players transmitted into a formidable side
now but there are teams too omo so abacha omo team en grab bia Chelsea we are
omo bo Chelsea
omo team afa team omo so akura players achede abacha omo nru bia Chelsea do last
look Chelsea team no on paper might give you names. But talking about teams which are battle for top 4, and you like
even this way,
yeah, come Madueke, yeah, come Mudrik, yeah, can Casedo, Lavia, Enzo no crown, about EP and do say.
It's new to who midfield of Latvia.
That would be down to names. That would be down to names.
And I may say,
that would be down to names.
Picky teams in be or who did the Beckham? Who picky teams in be or wha? Almost well crap players and I check, but Oman drew baby at Chelsea drew.
Chelsea drew him.
Chelsea was 5th last season.
Yeah.
And I'm a boy. And I played the EFL finals. Lost to Liverpool.
And a team Ben I day.
And I'm say, you are talking about team. And I'm saying me jitum. But your team be your Honson. Or more chrome players and I check. Or more team and form team there and drew. Open 5 team is Newcastle.
I mean, oh, chef factors. Yeah, that's fine. There might be other factors. How many team could do
team? And I'm say for Newcastle team to check players no more in the last 3 seasons. Or my consistent. But Chelsea was ahead of them last season.
Last season, also Newcastle have been this
last three. And I make a team. I'm giving reason why.
Newcastle 3 seasons. Newcastle team. And the team now Newcastle are consistent. Meba omo team. And now but Chelsea need team. So Chelsea now need team no. Na Newcastle now about team. Osano. Yes.
That's it. Good. Osano 1 season penny and final argument now.
So yeah, progression.
Progression. So talk about Newcastle progression. From baby and who they were and where they none of it was in the last Newcastle where have they been in the last 3 seasons? Some progression to say. Can we say someone progressing or now more progressing? Can we say
Chelsea
1 season penny want to because of more progression?
Chelsea
maybe cut 3 seasons
Chelsea. See a case na always expect Chelsea.
Me point to say.
Na always expect Chelsea the out of better position be.
My point to say. I want to go with my point. So there be I want to what I say. Oheneba, players now I establish I who somewhere established no. Omo non-performance is here Chelsea. But we are Sterling. Obianim say we know them 3 Lions Man City were established, but we non-performance is here within the Chelsea setup. Lukaku Baka were established within the game yenim but we non-performance is here. Even Domoko Fani free Bundesliga by striker or establish a Bundesliga, but Oba in Kuku. But Oba had no Chelsea. Then you put away that bracket, of established players who want to perform here. No, I can't. Omo Makanina. Miss A D and Ababobo.
Okay.
Oba midfield no. When I establish as a 3-man midfielder na, say Obi Tikatan and Itia or Bomb Madrid midfield of Casemiro, Cruz, Madrid or we. Even and then McAllister. The Gravenberch or Neshoboslai, Medford, constant 3. Can we say same of Chelsea? And Oko backliner, what is the structure? Is it a back 3? Is it a back 4? Who are they? A compriser of one. What is the composition of the back 3? Keeper Ben established or push team. No? All the performing teams were established goalkeeper. In addition to a backline structure, midfield and attack. Or in a department, established that. Ultimately winning. And I'm asking Chelsea players, individually. Players no match dear Oheneba. Put them together on Chelsea. Can we see their performance?
In some more hunty. Aba. And then also Oheneba na dear befa.
Na continent ni ehuru. Na various games ebe baso along the continent. Na Mickey, what is a club here be man $50,000?
Derby.
Ewa Africa. Omo Confederation and CAF Champions League. An improvement.
Okay.
At least for the Uremani Maus Kasia. Inya pa Patrice Mochepe. Oye Juma underscore.
Newton a bubble do this one so the ebecoin.
A lot.
Okay.
A lot. And run a game nefe. Na me was sent back to catch a kotoko place. I unsend rock maybe out here we say medium a fitting for kotoko. A good test. That was freezing a good test. A brute test also.
A brute test. Obi give me a brute test.
A brute test. A brute test.
Na standard no was through. As a Champions League game.
How na medium free ba?
Yeah.
How na medium free ba? Na kotoko team no koye match of individual players na AU omo ho. Na no aso na di omunya individual errors. E bi na be send ba. Yes, Liverpool no so.
Referee Charles Bulu is really a disgrace to Ghana football. Is this the type of officiating we are going to experience in the Ghana Premier League next season? VAR is the least of our problems because the referees intentionally and deliberately set their minds up on who they want to cheat, and they will do it without the VAR. This is the reason why Ghana football will never improve, because they have created caucus, and if you are not part of them, or if you are not part of the regime, you will suffer against officiating. That is the reason why they want. That is the reason why they want to sack Kwesi Appiah from the ESCO, because he is the only rep for the traditional clubs. Hassan Kotoko should wake up before they lose their relevance in Ghana football. Frederick Kasari, the list said Frederick Kasari, I say he should do better. Justice from Mampong Asem Health Center. And Dikem Yanko Amanone.
Frederick Kasari.
Sorry, Frederick Kasari. Yes. Young Kwame on the street.
The least said about him, the better. Akwana Obana so ya dia kakra bi obetu Frederick Asare.
Obetu Frederick or you lucky papa blaster no one or you fortunate papa.
That time.
Memphis
say performance no and cast Black Stars no. How would you know say the next call up and you'll be part of it?
Oh.
That time now he got the call up. He was on top. And he came
He has never been
he was on top.
He was on top that time.
He has never been the best goalkeeper in the country.
No, you're the best at that time. No, you're the best. No, you're the best.
Now two parties say
he wasn't the best at that time. No,
anytime Biano, say selector, and yet other factors. And come on, your best in quantity. Other factors count.
Your performance in the
yeah, the performance, but other factors count. Other factors count.
Oh, there be my point.
Mentia said that. Ah, Felix Chewo Hana de Bia Frederick.
He's not a bad
player. Same friend.
There be a say. There be a say. Not Felix Chewo.
More answer question. Never draw your question.
There be dodgy.
Felix Chewo consistently against Ali, against Younger. It was virtually him against the opponents.
Mamene ye win about Kundin common. Hello, good morning. I want to say.
Good morning, how you?
1,000 I be good phone so there.
That's also yeah.
I bet us is here. Would DB China say when the first time I would
DB? The need that the chat is my first time.
This is your first time I would chat.
This is my first time.
There be a ucha. Oh,
there be a micha. There be a micha. Me kolomu pa.
Oh. Who said the be a say Joe? Kase men jai chat da.
I said there be a them vote there be a yencha.
And you teach us can see and weekend city show see can see why.
Yo, never
1,000 Ghana cedis akogu ne phone so into so betima join star 256 star 2 hash now we choose option 1 games I would do was young kwama no ne nsem ye befia nsem ho nti Andy
come
young kwama no ne
all right the top flight leagues now started in Europe na kwame enura you say Manchester United able first game remember Premier League no so but be started from the Spanish La Liga. Barcelona able against Valencia. Now Obia himself Valencia in previous years. Na niema nkoye until omo former player Ruben Baraja ebaya obetiki over. Last season he was 9th on the league table and Obia kai games of course so master ya o make sure say the big teams will struggle against him friend Valencia. Into Barcelona call hono amfa Real Madrid call hono amfa and no ye at the old days Abrana Valencia ejina so no more quality materials no more competing for the Spanish La Liga. So she Barcelona team omudi remu ya. Kwame Barca team the preseason no e bi omunya an average outing so far as the preseason year concerned. And the last game boy against Monaco in the Joan Gamper Trophy in the Ankoye Emma Monaco be she team friend Barcelona by 3-0. Into a team that is recovering from a defeat against Monaco, against Valencia team. Almost a lot of quality players are free. Injuries are bem almost the baby room against team my friend FC Barcelona. Into Jose Guy among our special Mobeba Kwame Indisi the Omako Continental. But the last of Thierry Correa, Ocho Obi to say Hugo Doro, Ocho Obi to say Almelda, Ocho Obi to say Diego Lopez. All these players are all in the last few seasons, almost Acadiama A friend Valencia, and so FC Barcelona. Coach your friend Hansi Flick. Players Libya no amount for what you say, Omuntimin threatening him no, coach in the class who hear and for a long time, players Libya Omunya the chances in Siakai. You expect these players to be back. In Tebeba Bay, the usual Conde, Badi, every injured about and a good preseason, Pau Kubasi, probably. Christiansen, a midfield of the young Casado, Oberfo Iko Gondogan, Oberfala Abi Yaman, Oberfra Robert Lewandowski, now I share Rafinha. And this season is likely say Rafinha Beboa or Bebo from the left side of the attack. Inti Sale Beko against my friend Valencia. You better how Barcelona be room this season. Almost they are still in the market to check for quality individuals. Or more the Beko team. But against my friend Valencia. nso a preseason no anya good preseason say den ka be expect no and lose touch lose materials than last season the room based on injuries and ebi mu so decide say be free bobo no it is the concentrating on other players level no na ofem. This is not a dominant Barca side who expected so much, and this is the first gamer you do room a season no until we see how the teams no be performing and how the players no marco preseason no will warm up to the league in proper. It come we me make us baby. Valencia team no and yes so much the team with so much quality until me expect say Barcelona beat me as starting game no as favorite. Has a flag first game who expect to beat me win, but I won't be surprised if Valencia team not draw or mu pull any surprise. Real Madrid elbow against Mallorca and Madrid there Kwame Ottawa no obusa say when was the last time Real Madrid lose so much and Kessben say team the boy against team your friend Atlanta no coach your friend Carlo Ancelotti and Sanchez Courtois Eda Militao Ferland Mendy Militao and then Rudiger a midfield of Chouameni, Jude Bellingham, Federico Valverde, na Ofa Rodrigo Mbappe and Vinia. Set na the beat me set up against a team of Real Mallorca. The better days of Real Mallorca again can always say beat me a tough. But unless a matter de bar, do be a share how on attack we see a building and how the attack will shape up and the number of goals that they will score. Almost struggling in the midfield against Atlanta. But you ask yourself, say, Real Mallorca, the midfield almost to beat me at the stop or mana. What you need to do is to make sure. Say, Ojibo now, Obama transition now quick. But defensively, so mobile, or by adding numbers just to prevent the attackers from scoring. In Mallorca, Madrid a bar away there, but Kwame, may expect to say Madrid every team will win this particular game. Team may call for a win for a team friend Real Madrid. Now, so Italian Serie A anymore. This is one of the seasons that Obenwose teams spend so much in the Italian Serie A. Into Inter Milan, Juventus, AC Milan, especially AC Milan and Juventus. Omu spend so much. But you remember Monday, but Inter set up in the game against Genoa at the Luigi Ferrari Stadium. And Omu de Kwakushem. Simeone Inzaghi. Okay, the also free Syria and move by obi expect say obetimi as defend the league title no because so we the team now players now obi ajo omudi so omode bo so ene no obi ada so ho and no try sort back na minu baba beka and for the experience level for quality so Marco Thuram now Lautaro Martinez in attacking kwa be wo ade mu a midfield na ye kan ho asem in Nicola Barella Hakan Chakaloglu and other players no intimate mind and a young defense okra inti omo against Calibre Cubans Genoa and a team almost so try so pick up and Alberto Geladino no who expecting Inter balance omo kwa away there but come Inter beat me win that particular game. Ofri the blue side of Milana no the red and black side of Milan. AC Milan ball against Torino. Duvan Zapates Sal Kokos Torino no omo de shem ho. AC Milan ye team a omo very good preseason. Omo share Barcelona, omo share team a your friend Manchester City, omo share Real Madrid. Enti Paulo Fonseca a very good preseason. So here and no di room na dey back one under the previous manager or no not try so betimi a changing in the year. Now we Christian Pulisic on the right and then we Rafaelio on the left. Now we be Olivier Giroud at top. But this time, Kwame, omo person system kakra inti obo love to cheek any Yunus Musa in midfield or Tijani Rendes is still available. Now anymore no obo Abranti your friend Samuel Chukwueze on the right, Christian Pulisic now Abranti your friend Rafael defense there, Theo Hernandez Malik Tiao is still there. Fikao Tomori and so and a right side of Makakofa Emerson Royan so etimia babishim. Intianuna AC Milan at the room against a team your friend Torino and with the performance Milan put up in the preseason. Any game no almost say bo at the GCP Mieza in San Siro. Kwame, me ti put my friend AC Milan so munsu ebitimia win that particular game. Now to the Premier League. So over Premier League, and one Premier League in the na obiye nya chance Manchester United no be a share how with the inclusion of certain players no how our coach your friend Eric Ten Hag ebesi set up in the team and a coin of so Eddie Ram. In the first half, it was a game of Manchester United dominated here. It was a game of Manchester United I imposed to the team of your friend Fulham. Inti Oshe Maguire, Oshe Lisandro Martinez, Oshe Diago Dalu, Nasa Oshe Mazuraya. The back four of team of your friend Man United any problem be Smith Rowe, Kwame Ufobise, Ofa Abrantia Odo lead the attack, and all those players the likes of Andres Pereira, Ofobi say Sasalo Kechema, Oman Timi are more problem, Trari more problem. And said the Nanka was especially the previous Fulham team and the Marco Silva with William Body that Silva more Ebema problem, Jao Palina no Man United problem in the first half. And Yehu Kobimanu and Casemiro interchanging play in midfield. And Tienra Casemiro was more creative, especially in the final third. And to Shabom Yeruna or Dema Bruno Fernandes or Bosse no na che head na opem di si fem no nti ohun se Oni Kobimanu played very very well and omo madam midfield no problem. Bruno Fernandes enya all the chances against Kevin Bassey, Issa Diop, Robinson and then Tete, but omo ntimi enya sa goals na was expect United ebetimi enya no until the second half. Abrantie friend Joshua Zexi ebenya that goal no edema Manchester United. The positive side for United, I mean we say and omo create chances more and again omo timi nya control especially in the second half. And only adia unya free Eric Ten Hag and the Manchester United team honor. And in the first game 3 points now we expect to say eye secured. Omo betimi anya ama na betimi akoyi and United etimi eya saade no and a derby goal for Joshua Zexi Kwame. I hope say pressure na beba fam ama next game se beba so when you the chance to play. Arsenal airport against Wolverhampton. Na se o check the predictions of pundits eba with the EPL na enipa dodo na tepo Arsenal say this is their season and they have to win it. So which omo consistency level any performance omo diama in the previous seasons omo na ejeja omo ama Manchester City aba be champions twice. Inti so be tepo Arsenal se league na ye bebo no omo na wo se egia oni ni pakro be ya adwen say in terms of team play, in terms of consistency, in terms of experience, in terms of cohesion side no Arsenal team no ewo ni nyina. Inti what is preventing them from winning the championship? And Kwame eno ni ade a obi ade tepo omo se omo betimi ade the championship in this time. Omo bo against Wolverhampton. Na so hwe Wolverhampton team a omo ba Premier League nim no na amanfo in love with them because of the quality young materials no omo de ba ema amanfo hwe omo anije. Nti ene hwe yenye obi te se Diago Jota, Goncalo Guedes by oko Abrante fen Raul Jimenez enso eba Fulham no kwabe ono so ko Pedro Neto enso aba be pimu o Chelsea. Nti omo guys na omo amanfo ani ji Wolverhampton omo nyina move amana akwa da na ponders nko and ono so injuries nti ontimi more consistently for them and omo bo against my friend Arsenal. Last season Arsenal momo a baptism of fire in the first leg of the competition. Na so hwe Arsenal team ne dia kwame obi a ho Jose Sa will be imposed for team your friend Wolves. Obenya obi say Thiago Gomez at the back. Obenya the Algerian and Nori ho. Obenya obi to say yes Mosquera and so ho. Pedro Lima is likely to start as a right wing back at their momo. Oben finfin ho a omo Abrante a friend Maldo Hoti. Omo former player oba Tottenham Hotspur one team amado san come back. Almost so Mario Lamina and the Joe Gomez, the Brazilian boy, midfield. Until Pedro Lima Babe come now 3, 4, and then you look at Enimono. Until over here Enimona, Juan Chili, Matias Kuna ain't fully fit, but you training ahead of this particular fixture. Into Omumi enu any bit me a Jina Nimuaman Yamatimiaku Yama Wolverhampton. Arsenal team na ebano ebeba be the old team na and Thomas Partey is likely to start. So check the probables na ebana he's likely to start. Inti ebeba be Jinchenko, ebeba be Gabriel Saliba, Ben White, David Raya imposed, a midfield of Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, and then Odegaard. Now when Bukayo Saka, Kai Havertz, Gabriel Martinelli on the left. But may say if the changes beba ebeka between Partey and Kai Havertz because Gabriel Jesus had an excellent preseason. Inti ebe mo wan say coach your friend Mikel Arteta ebe bench no. Come looking at this lineup against the Wolves team no. Wolves team no look a bit shaky. The omo ya ade ne se ball ni kro mo de ane jedin. And you Arsenal say for their pressing, for their quality, for their creativity and for their individual brilliance no. So your team na show na ubie mu a obe breso obe team no mabo. And ano ni ade a team a friend Wolverhampton edeba. And Kwame, this is a game that I feel say Arsenal best start season year, and I'm for all confidence almost or movie team you know. Arsenal will win this particular fixture. Liverpool ball against Ipswich Town. And it's lot and so and a very good preseason. On team to be my, but I don't think Ipswich and so ever person or first game in the league, you know. Or bet me a very good results because Kwame yes Chelsea now and Chelsea here. How are you so sure? So betimi ending niema yi nti Ipswich nso ebe pese obo betimi aye niema yi, but this is a well refined Liverpool side almost set teams in the preseason e kwa be na be first to stop omo. This is a Liverpool team. Diego Jota is fit, Luis Diaz fit, Mo Salah is fit, omo the three attackers in eba be share Ipswich Town. And Kwame ye babo he coach your friend Mascara the first game the plan or the room against Liverpool and only at 12:30 we are. And Kwame, this is Luis Diaz on the screen. What do you expect? I'm expecting Liverpool new be almost changing hands in terms of technical men or more bench there. But in recent times, so what show more or mun team I season Asia obitimi koshoke omo and omo players now available. So I'm expecting Liverpool to win this particular fixture as well. Now the big game. Chelsea airborne against Manchester City. The Stamford Bridge. Now, Kwame, last season, two teams in the league, no? 1-1 and 4-4 in the team could see here. Chelsea, apart from almost Manchester City in the UEFA Champions League, no? 9 games, almost City abonina Chelsea adrom you know, and Omolusu Mako 7. Chelsea need good record against Pep Guardiola's Man City. Chelsea preseason, you know, man timi an convincing Crawford say preseason was a man for nya GDS say enema ebeko ye. Enti and game omo bebo na china 3:30 no. And obi abehwe how Enzo Maresca be set up and how bebo. It is not an issue of playing from the back. And I know so tie Carlo Ancelotti also one the current also force build from the back. About goalkeeper team build from the back. Until you see Jordan Pickford as an example, say, or your goalkeeper, or you're very good, or team locate strike it very well. Into you don't rush to make sure so you build from the back, but you set up a different plan to suit your team and how they will play. Into Enzo Maresca first game, unfortunately, our Kwakushia Manchester City, the defending champions, no matter team community shield. And he probably and the first are clear. Say in recent times. So Oji the community show that Premier League no ayane money yet. Now Chelsea first game, how would they set up? Obian to is it going to be Robert Sanchez and after Kwakwa Flip Jorgensen? Now on the right, Rui James in here. So obviously Ebeka Koye Malo Gusto. On the left, so the last 5 games at Chelsea boy. Now Marco Koyera performance of Sako then do Irusa. Not just no will be on the left. Now Levi Cowell and then Abranti friend Fofana. 2 center backs or mobetimi ejina. So ko Mfimfia. Casedo is likely to play. Romeo Lavia a very good preseason. And Tienena Ebeshe say coach never starting alongside Eye Casedo in the absence of Abranti friend Conor Gallagher na in Ebeshe ononso. Now on the right side say Casedo Bebo, Enzo Bebo, Nasa Lavia Bebo dia. Neche se Kopama will be on the right because Nodi Maduke. Team your friend Chelsea so me beton it number Newcastle United. In Tebeko a 3 midfield with Kopama on the right. On the left it's going to be Raheem Sterling, Mudryk, and then Abranti friend Pedro Neto. And for a first game like this, who your coach you love to go in for experience. So for experience, then it's likely that Raheem Sterling will be on the left. Then Nimono Kwame. It is either going to be Christopher Nkuku or Magui. But in such a game, because you are playing against City, very good on the ball, trying to keep possession and maintain possession. Obema Nkuku agina top. No about 3 midfield no. No obieba makopama. Any Raheem Sterling said a bear ubetimi anya stability in midfield because Manchester City almost beba na young guys chance. It's just unfortunate. Say Oscar Bobetimi akwa but game I share against Man United no. You so mad the young guys an opportunity to play. Ruben Diaz obviously will be there. Emmanuel Akanji will be there. Nathan Ake will be there. Ederson Moraes will be there. A midfield of Kovacic, Kevin De Bruyne will be back. Bernardo Silva beba, Phil Foden beba. Doku or Abrante for Jack and so beba. Now watch Ellen Holland at top. In the preseason, player of how Chelsea power was Ellen Holland. Until in the first 5 minutes, only 2 goals. You really know about hat-trick. Until Chelsea defense, you know, the test time for them will be Ellen Holland. And how Fofana or Abrante for Levi Cowell, ebetimi ekura eye the striker Ellen Holland. And how omo fullbacks no betimi are working to make sure say omo be ha Manchester City why play no. For the midfield, obi ehun ha Chelsea City ball. End to end action. E wo mu say eye na mpempi Manchester City etimi enya eye more possession there. But Chelsea hit omo on the breaker. So omo ye fast, omo ye quick, and omo make sure say in transitional play. Omo timi dane omo maniema ha team friend and Manchester City backline. Inti Enzo Maresca first game against Manchester City. Only City aye adwuma da onim Pep Guardiola and onim how timi set up. If you want an antidote for Pep, for me it is Enzo Maresca in the absence of a jogging club. But yen first game no better say Enzo Maresca no is he reliable onim Pep na e kwa be no be sitting team up. Kwame, so compare Man City and Chelsea. Manchester City ejina yie eche my friend Chelsea. And Kwame, say win beba game ni ma, I'm going in for a Manchester City win.
Manchester City win.
Yes.
Will Chelsea score?
No, probably they can. Over the attackers, Kupama, Nkuku, Sterling. No defense, no Jamutu they are capable of scoring. And why Manchester City against Chelsea recently? Not Sterling, create chances. The last time Obi Obeka 1-1 Nibia Obehu, baby and Sterling did not pick a ball and play position of the ball until with the Chelsea attack. Omo players, omo good on the ball. Obi a timid in also train. Obi a timid creative speed. Obi a good shooter. Palmer is a good shooter. Nkuku is a good shooter. Raheem Sterling the end to the BNI IBB. But I mean all, I still think Manchester City. I still think Manchester City have the quality and the experience to win against my friend Chelsea.
Well, Andy Kem and the Amanonin Sama would do games I would do a basono. What didn't you know? The branch meko a year bonso now for the 1,000 Ghana cities at Tosumienum at the 1,000 Ghana cities at Tosumienum Tunso Ukupon Yambaya. Now so I join a *256*2# *256*2#. Now we choose option 1 no a Kessben FM Kumasi now 3 year. Once sikani bi ababedi ofone so. Referee Charles Bulu couldn't see the clear penalty when the Kotoko attacker was whacked down in the 18-yard box a few minutes before the end of the first half, but saw the unclear one against Kotoko. He refused to award a clear penalty for Kotoko when a Mediema defender handled the ball in his 18-yard box. In the second half, he awarded a dubious foul against Kotoko, leading to the second goal against them. Bad officiating, specially aimed against Kotoko, the best club in Ghana, is another reason why the league is not attracting sponsors. Lawyer Boafo, the messenger or the Abba, which you made the lawyer Kwame Boafo. Nan some of you can do in our game. Lawyer say first one or say Kotoko attacker was whacked down in the 18-yard box.
I think I saw a similar one. But the
just
referee was
few minutes before the end of the first.
But the referee need na hwa. Nti I can represent myself be.
And was also say referee refused. He refused to award Kotoko a clear.
No. And then I make the referee was right there. And two the we second chance actually.
Second chance.
Yes.
Well, Bones, why ready your second 1,000 Ghana cities? Why on echo? They say the old trend the power on I'm landing Babone second 1,000 or wine or eda echo.
Brackwell some out the cash room and 10 times so yen for the second lucky winner. And the number bet me a yin who ewa hano and fan to dra for the second 1,000 from the second pot. Why na aircraft na beye oba anase bema Ghana hemfa ena oni akron owo se wadin hihye eda agokansie hu dia eye star 256 star 2 hash. Why na sadia yankwa why na winie 1,000 Ghana cedis. Why lucky number ninye eye 0247 714 star 0247 714 star me pa cha so number na yi ni hu ya me se wa check hwe na wa ankasa di hu dance here Kessben Cashport 1,000 Ghana cedis has been sent or credited to your wallet 0247 714 star Brakwame second lucky winner wa yi ni hu no and I'm there to dwa e wo no
Bones at the second lucky winner no 1,000 Ghana cedis no the man also betima join star 256 star 2 hash na for choose option 1. Awal Muhammad Hudu.
Migi.
Yeah.
Na from this week here, unim say CAF Champions League ni CAF Confederations Cup. Ashasiye na even enwakra one of the games mo ebaso in the CAF Confederations. Na one thing is say games no dosun so Miki yentimi nka ni nyina what it means say you be picky games ni bia ehunu say be match tougher obehu say opponent no very strong I'll be to nya kan ho asem a typical example Miki Al Ali Benghazi of Libya and then Al Hilal Omdurman of Sudan. Unfortunately for Al Hilal no esa say omu league e Sudan and Kosono enya effect mu team no so but they've been able to maintain their shape uze at a point in time they went all the way to Saudi Arabia omu efe kra omu tam omu secretariat ekoho and even omu coach omu national team coach Kwesi Appiah at a point na Sudan na on the team no training but one him say omu a certain Florent Ibengia wa chef for at least for the past 2 seasons now and Oyobia or a no name on the continent. He doesn't need any introduction and now Obekan Wasema. One thing is say Al Hilal are making some purchases. Owe Omakokofa Seji Poku from Asek Mimosa Ediaba. And Sewaha Omar Diofonso one Senegalese Omodinaba. And also core of Omo team no and make the national team of Sudan for no. Owe Captain Abdurrahman, Owe Atar El Tahir, Owe the likes of goalkeeper Abu Ali El Ashrain, and these are key members of the Sudanese national team. No? And in that game against Al Ali Benghazi, Mickey, na
second winner indeed. Come on, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Migina Meka Al Ali Benghazi. This is also a team being led by Ladari Grizi, the Tunisian international Oyo Mukoch, and Sewaya, they have some couple of top stars within the Libyan national team.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
But I want to say, Nyame adom yeso ho ye 1,000 abana what the bidda? What the bidda? Oh, what a chance so. Okay. We dey better can so ma ho. Oh, okay. The Nyame city hwe sika no so ye why?
Mati.
They said that was pa. Awal.
Migina Meka Al Ali Benghazi team no. Or someone like Mutaz, an integral member of the Libyan national team. Abdurrahman Omrani, and of course Richard Boadu Agadas. So make a game I bet your interest pa. But Kinley a bear contester, a be my very thin scholar. Maybe I say win bebe mukra. I see Al Ali Benghazi picking a narrow win. But in all, it's likely Al Hilal Omdurman may get the chance to make it into the next stage of the competition. One game so I been me interest Mickey Azam FC of Tanzania against APR.
Yeah.
Mickey, interestingly, both sides will be our Ghanaian players.
Of course. And now nam some accident. What sort of accident to see? Supporters, APR supporters.
Yeah.
They were going by road.
Who say Omoben? Tanzania and Rwanda side on Monday. Omoben. So Omo supporters in the me koko to kwanye ko honoma.
Omo konya kwension. Omo wishom was omo winning game in famom.
Yeah.
A big game.
A big game. Who say Azam?
Ghanaian player Beno.
Who say Joshua Kamenko? Joseph Kamenko. Yeah. Formerly of Olympics. Yeah. Send Abdullah Idris one as say injury nti we free. So we come in code ho. And over APR of course Lamte and then Dauda Sedu ho. So Ebema game no I keenly contested. One is APR making a lot of purchases. Yeah, need that. As a Richmond Lamte need Dauda Sedu we say someone mo Ghana for. Omo ko sign Godwin Odibo from Sporting Lagos Nigeria. And omo sign Chidiebere Nwobodo from Lagos and from Enugu Rangers International. Omo Muji Nigerian League no. And omo sign Gilbert. So omo some couple of players omo or someone like Thaddeus Luwanga omo captain Mickey also an integral member of the Uganda national team. Gilbert Mugisha and also Ewoho and also Beka Allen Kwitonda. So and also one of the teams APR, they are fashioning a way out to make a very strong side nowadays on the continent. Skaba team no more. Omo players, omo henmu so omo diska ebehem no matter quality players. But that game against Azam very tough. Who say na Tanzania the most often opponent omo de ba ewo Africa aye always Yanga and Simba. But this time around Yanga and Azam Ababeyi Simba free. So what it means is Simba will be dropping into the CAF Confederations Cup. So Azam is now there. Omobabe participating in the CAF Champions League. No, Yekokonya at a point in time, this former Ash Gold player and also Echo Azam, but honestly, want me I'm brought to the Champions League. But this time around, I come in Como any the likes of Ayub Liagamo. Mickey Azam has signing Faisal Saloom from Simba, and also one of the guys I didn't experience. Ebabeka Omutim no. It's a tough one, but with Azam FC playing at home, I see Azam FC getting that scoreline and say Ombetimenya that advantage over APR of Rwanda. Another game Amiki and also be tough. Remo Stars of Nigeria and then Far Rabat of Morocco.
Yeah.
Remo Stars yes last season Omone Media Mabe boy. But this is a meeting of familiar folks. 2 seasons ago, this opponent here, Remo Stars ASFA, Omushimo CAF Confederations Cup. And it was a very tough game. It ended 1-1 in Nigeria and a second leg, ASFA, Eshe Remo Stars by a good 2-0. And I'm did 2-1 on aggregate ABT. So this time around, Remo Stars on one team and the Nigerian League, but by virtue of the fact that Omudi second behind Enugu Rangers and more opportunity, almost Remo into the CAF Champions League. Last season, first hurdle and a media Mufrim. This time around against ASFA, Mickey, a very tough one. For them to eliminate ASFA, no day, honestly, a bad dear mammy. In as much as Obeka Omo captain Sadiq Ismail Mo Ewoho, Obeka say the likes of Dela Akoli, the Omo one Ghanaian be friend Dela Akoli, and Raymond Tochiku Ewoho. But ASFA team no well built. Last season it was unfortunate say Omo Timia mem into the CAF Champions League. They just came very close and Omo free. And Omo Kwakofa Enoch Inonga from Simba Ediaba, Augusto Canero. Obia Oshe Afcon Rasta man be no ball left back Eddie Mangola. And also free Primero de Agosto Mako Akofano Ediaba. So it's a team that is very strong. And it was Nasiruddin Nabi Nane Kochiomo until so free or call Kaiser Chiefs. Nasiruddin Nabi was the man on the touchline for Young Africans when they lost in the CAF Confederations Cup final against USM Algiers, which was just some 2 seasons ago. So ASFA team very strong. Last season they won the Moroccan League. It was just this ended season, just 2 points per and Raja Casablanca at the BTOMO. ASFA is trying as much as possible to re-establish themselves or reintroduce themselves back on the continent. So honestly, with that game against Remo Stars, Remo Stars bohum, Mickey, I fancy a lone goal for Remo Stars, but in all, I see ASFA making it into the next stage of the competition. Samatex Rem. Yes. Yes.
Samatex versus
Victoria United of Cameroon, and then Nsoatreman against Elect Sports of Chad.
Okay, someone okay say what the beban. I read the message when I lead it to second, where if MC Maleko was since the arrival of the angel Dr. Patrick Mosepe as the head of CAF, being the financial pocket of the Masandawana, he knew very well that it is money that makes football, so must financially help the teams and clubs involved in CAF competition. Do Ghanaian football leaders have the same ideas for the football clubs? MC Malik.
Idea ne dia mo but me want to say adwuma no mo mfa nye.
Mosepe ayede baade.
Wo say o the initiative aba. Say omo wrem e wo Africa no. Ye be match club ya $50,000.
Next season.
Debi season a yeshase ya. E de yeshase o ni chine ya. So we club a qualify at least for the beginning ubenya $50,000. Make some good money. A bit me take some of the expenses. I even say away for the first one. Obey a bit me take some of the expenses.
50,000 USD.
Yeah, it's some good money, especially
for confederation or championship.
Both.
Okay.
Both. And especially for club Abia. Ne kuna kwentio no kra enhyeda anye akwentio e wabia sa. For example bia we Ghana team na de wo kotugu ana de wo ko Burkina na Burkina Faso e kwanwa you can manage yourself with this amount. And he's making sure say sika ebeba the competition. And that's the way to go. So bekaya there was a time say osi on tiasie say ye betina ho ama say yemma ye place em feel so mo beko Europe. We should be proud to see our players also play on the continent. Yeah. Say be akoso sa miki ni nyina no say yentua sika papa. Ye tua players ni kaye na mo wo mo man na mo ball clubs ni ya. They won't fancy go to Europe unless ebia ni pa no opese onya some kind of playing for some top teams in Europe. Abu Trika say at a point Everton £8 million by.
It's so tonight.
Almost your
yeah.
Dientia miki na Ali no he was okay. And the Timbers one, so we a club now. Odi iska bremo. Odi $4 million kwa mo be pamo. Adienti miki. Esa say hono me yetua mo kayi. But some of the other countries are yentua kayi. Ye di 200-300,000 by. Wa hallelujah. Obi abeje ni ama wako. So the engine of say football nko yi say sika ende. Clubs are sika bem ya miki we various examples. Ghana how we are bonting. C'est sika free club we use club na ba fon.
Yeah.
Mr. Detre Medis Kaba Brukum Chelsea so bien we said this.
Yeah.
Yeah, example. Enyimba den time na governor Oji Uzo Kalu edi pushes kewrum. So bia te enyimba nka.
And sika free momo eh.
Sika free momo hin. Na club bi wo Malawi from Bakili Bullets.
Bakili Bullets.
No, yes, no kai say na president no Bakili Muluzi, na team no. O si free akonya no so, any team no eh. TP Mazembe. Sate po moti dai. Omoti dai.
Football is about money.
It's about money.
Football is
and
about money.
South African football is going for because Omo various stadium. I'm on Fontaine Park. This will be a Soweto derby and some of the top clashes though. But they find a way to make sure that there are some other corporate institutions and other sponsorship avenues.
But Southern Africa, how no invest into football?
They invest. And then yeah, even there be omo make sure say South Africa or Mainan Kasabe an enclave for countries like Bimbeho.
Yeah.
So when you go to the league, you see Zimbabwean, Malawian, or said identity, Namibian, Zambians, because so free minor economy na Miki oji $10,000. He's okay.
Okay. Yababa so samates bonne sorry china and yabobo kwafani so atreman enso ebebo china yababa ni ewura game no na sabedi e nutilate be ready ni akonniti no na Kumasi Asante Kotoko game mo boy against Mediema Sporting Club dodo na gidi yese referee ogina ntem no wanya de referee ogina ntem no anya de ɛno na lawyer boy for the buy sanso na messages awodo ebi so kase kotoko right back na ebi so say Frederick Kasari ono so anya ade ne mom ansa Nana Johnny ne ba Mami Dufie oko school Matters of Uganda preparatory school oni bia Mami Dufie eko school say Mami Dufie awo Australia Mami Dufie o papa say Matters of Uganda. Okay. Ebe fankorfo. Hono ko school ti Mami Dufie happy birthday. O papa Nana Johnny so we show happy birthday baby a wo bia no bibia wo ye bia no enkoye emfama Nyankopɔn emma o favor no na favor ode emma no enkoso emma nyema pankwa na embra emfama sanso na Emily happy birthday Emily so we show happy birthday bibia wo bia no Nyame hira na onye okese na ubi bia so enkoye mfama
Thursday ye show no
dabi
media man kotoko e ba bebo no e na oka se ni obeshegu ni din first
din in gold
so Nana Kofi Babel ni din
ya trogo
yes
the first person to score goal
at the
TNA Park
tini din de ebe koso wo ho
ya simona kambese kotoko nipa na chef go awala de
kotoko ne die o da ze obi omunyina e Ghana for ni obehye bia no problem
Newton why crowd wa ye ba ho na afa yenhwe kotoko versus Mediema Sporting Club say the game no esikoye ene niema ho do bia wo mu bia no obamaye hu lawyer boy for message de by Newton uti de lawyer boy for message no de by no uti ni na
metie Oheneba metie pa metie lawyer message no
what capture ni na nso wom
yeah definitely I capture bibia wa ha lawyer on relaxing na on sitting behind the screen na on for the coffee na you really on the board
man for kasa de fa Frederick Kasari ho what capture no so wom
yeah Frederick ha but only have a bracer area obeba ha but Frederick ma have a bracer of course
right back no so what capture wom
yeah kote ni Lord nyina no omo ya available omo so ha
bimu so gidi say defense no kotoko defense no momo I was say abloba and so uhwe
yes ablo Justice Blay you know it's good to have competition in every department of your squad.
Okay.
Now the TN said Justice Blay or ablo or Henry Ansu don't forget is also on the bench and Asamba O'Neal so 4 central defenders. It brings a lot of competition area on part of Macrobia and this the kind of game where getting the best out of everybody. We'll be talking about these guys. So boss, you do you be so.
Now we media so. Na sama fo ani free media so.
Yeah. Say the choir say na kotoko the huge squad na good job and unknowingly media ma ko share ko for dia. Unya a dominant track here mo bebre sa but we gave them the gist of what they've been doing in our Eastern region. Say media ma so bapa o. Omo ba earlier no o share how a game no coin and later omo the Dariford draw Godfred Abban and Nkrumah eba game no and cracket and get me and some way omo be changing niam pa so media ma BT a dominant draw na no but we knew say in fact media ma be hardware now Oheneba how 2 goals in the back for media no it's a photocopy from the African Champions League na media ma coin no from open play na media ma shego a end pa pepa na fa go embre media ma because Belu's dad Ali Younger no ma kwa ma amfa bo ne mba na bom from set pieces penalties throw-ins corners edu ana mediama obubronya pa na edu it was a good thing mediama team no I mean coaching department and identifying in term and run nyame wa kra say major highlights all came via the set pieces and it was good for the club. I think some mediama this season be hardware pa
new team a few minutes me din koma ba in some okike de obia pese o hwe Galacticos no bia nim se nkom kotwafa eye Mediema so ma few minutes meba na for rag game no mu sabi de me din koma me ne Dr. Mark J of New Life Homeopathic clinic na yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ ɛde afa yɛapɔmuden ho doctor ɛdɛm ahwɛ na ho yɛ deɛ ɛhyia yɛ akyɛ na wokɔhyɛ he ɛsa na okay last time I buy no sɛ memane wo wode buy deɛ
baabi a mekɔɛ no nyɛ deɛ wɔ adeɛ no wɔ no
baabi a wokɔɛ no
ɛnyɛ hɔ na wadeɛ no
doc no
baabi
a madeɛ no wɔ no okay mate doc ɛnɛ nkɔmmɔ bɛn na pɛ sɛ yɛdi ɛne deɛ ba nsɛm na pɛ sɛ yɛkam
ɛnɛ no mepɛ sɛ yɛhwɛ nneɛma tu yɛbɛyɛ symptoms of prostate cancer na yɛde aboa mɛma no
okay
na yɛayɛ general one which is stroke
okay
na no nso ɔbaa obɛma ɔno nso a benefit from it
okay
nti yɛbɛyɛ symptoms na yɛayɛ symptoms yɛnyɛ causes sɛ bɛyɛ a time no symptoms yɛ nsɛnkyerɛnne anaa biribi a ɛda adi ɛma wo hu sɛ yɛade asomasi ɛwɔ wo ho anaasɛ yɛare asomasi ɛɛba nti saa ne te
doc nti yɛbɛhwɛ deɛn first
yɛnyɛ prostate no quick yeah nti mɛda ase kwame mɛda ase kwame wokyɛ na ɛmefɛ ɛna mekyɛ senior man ɔto kwaya no
ɔmaneta bibia ɔmaneta me paa message deɛ ɛkɔ so bia wɔhwɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so
mekyɛ no paa mekyɛ no aka kyɛn sɛ mafe no
mate
nti mede nkyea kɛseɛ bɛma Kessben atiefoɔ ne ahwɛfoɔ nyinaa New Life Homeopathic Clinic ɛwɔ Atasemanso ɛwɔ Kumase wodu Atasemanso taxi station ɔpɛ catch drivers ne say ba New Life Homeopathic Clinic omo bekyerɛw na wanante aba won sanfo ka bio sɛ wokuta car so na wonya du Atasemanso taxi rank opa na wobusa drivers ne say me kɔ New Life a omo be direct no aba ye wo kwan na ifra Atasemanso kɔ santase no ye won sal benkum so sa enti ɛno nso on bekyerɛw no aba ɛnya yira kwan Accra nso ɛdan yɛ si hɔ isi Dansoman roundabout ɛwɔ Accra ɛhɔ na wohwehwɛ yɛn a wobɛhu yɛ wɔ Nkramam that is Dansoman roundabout around King Solomon enti me ma number quick na afei yɛahyɛ aseɛ in case bia wote kam na wosi fam ne ade na bia wohwehwɛ New Life number nso nsatumi aka bi ɛyɛ 0244 09 35 95 0244 09 35 95 and 020 33 35 439 020 33 35 439 I'm say womuna ehwe wo TV nso no egu TV screen so kama ombetimi apeke we me mention for yenuanum na etie radio no na ni nyina ne sɛ yɛka prostate kwame deɛ tie ne sɛ ɛyɛ agyensɛmo now nkɔmɔ a yɛbɛdi bɛma biara ntwemɛ ne radio no ntie ne yie ɛfi sɛ kateta hyɛ no ɛna fam ana deɛ yɛawerɛho sɛm paa ne sɛ obi ako prostate ne ho tɔɔ ne wieɛ no afei wɔko kidney problem on say why you didn't hear me prostate na ha no ana wanum nro no waje treatment ana nyame adom
prostate ne
ko ekoya agya kidney problem all because obia wo prostate condition no omunya what we call urine retention de bi omo jonso a asebi eka brother nim it is a jonso na catch leftover no it may build the infection na ekosai what we call kidney because kidney na produce urine you can't johnson a kidney na manufacture of urine na wompe eye fin nti na odi begu brother ni ma johnson do anu akohwe egu but se tena wo ho che na se fin a building infection a esa akohen back to the kidney it is obinya prostate na ontime nyonso a ehu enya prostate nkwa na enya amane na mom ni kidney enso ya another factor into omo eba New Life no obi o prostate issue bia we make sure see a best screen your kidney so ayedai ama ye ntwen ma unko do stage 4 am ye nka say kidney no asai enti wanya kidney failure kona koda dialysis eso koda video so ni nyina ye de ka prostate checkup no de mama because wanya ne sa wamboa no because now no attention nyina is the prostate but wa ye physician no mom na so say ade we anyway nanam enti ma anye say ya amboa na ebe ha adwen ni ayaka ho that is New Life Homeopathy for you enti now mema ni ntie me ye bema bia no during the day from anopa ekosi enwumre wa jonso aye 4 to 6 times
okay
anopa wa sorry ekosi enwumre anajo nka ho wa jonso aboro so aye 6 times wanti manyo nso kra nya 4 times
okay
se besesa na ejina maybe adwuma oye ene ensuo dodo a obeyede obenom
okay
but ideally no all things being equal no we should have 4 to 6 times a day
okay
anajo and says what Johnson anajo aye 2 it should be twice because enyabro 3 ho kope oyare anajo ne ye time abody no e repair ne ho nti na nyankopon ya anajo se yenda nti ya da no bi e call bone during the day bia na e say dey e repair ne ho nta okoda tum so onye fine but ultimate da fine oni beti na onye energy
no ho ato
nti that time no the Johnson a oyare first of all una ball ana afin so say ayare so nti anajo Johnson bi e bro 3 kono yade wom obitime Johnson 5 times 6 times to the point obitime Johnson about 10 times anajo na you see 8 hours na yade da wa Johnson 10 times na so that 30 minutes bi an na ati na ko Johnson such person no yare bebre na o accumulate because to menda nti Johnson no eye bebre anajo a eye hu de toso mienu obi o ho amini o te Johnson nka okoduru washuma you renema o I just watch him and why so watch him so anka obi a watch him de so wa mia ho ke se Johnson ne ba babo say flow babo say pressure na eba no enye into me flow ye so watch him on and so still you reneba no na pressure nim into me flow send up instead of go straight can obi there so form and also yeah another sign of prostate cancer and obi also what Johnson can say edeno ba obesore free pass or obedu washroom no na sebe wase no ontimi control urine no na Johnson no agune ho obi bie ni zip na I start ye dey e badada and also prostate cancer na dum pempen so obi etimi ma Johnson go ho and also ho and then the feet one and they say ubon say na obema no ida say mu ye oya ana mu hihyew Johnson e ba wa nya ben na ubenya pain ana ebie mu so no behwe no na whitish fluid bi uko private na wochema na nso fitaa bi na firi bema mu ba wo ye bema hwesa ade ni ye ana bi mu so abehwe no na o ma ya ase ewewom ana ehwa ye dududu because brother na ye ma na Johnson ntumi ma ne bra no etumi ma wa ya ase pagya ana ehwo be ye du ana ehwo be ye oya ana afin so na ma mema ne bebre o mo bema efon the size of the penis shrinky ye ketwa bema o bema tumi fon oh yes said the nipadua utumi fon no sa na obema nso tumi edai efon tumi shrinke to hwe na obema size no so tia ehia wodi efiri so ana ebia na nka ho odin pa ze kwa me otiwe ho odin na so na nsan die enkoye o boss wa hwe no wajem and also prostate cancer especially the enlargement etumi ye ade bi na prostate na friend sex nerves na se prostate ne kese a na mia sa ade na brewase wompem to bon so ko ba ho na wajem na no na wajem a obekoma nsori bio unya yanka sa ho asa ne ntem dodo ntika unya saka wa bia na de acheke wa afa but da obehu be ya wa de ne nsori and also prostate ne dudum pempen so bia nsunsu anso a unya no ana biem nso ro betimi anya obi ho no oba behia wanya tinka se sebe ne hu sane sime ne ba sperm ne ba na so hwe empia bonten and also prostate cancer etumiye obi also an sperm ne be pia bonten na moja edai ewom it mixed with blood so which is so bad and obi also obe Johnson no na moja edai ewom ana wo ye bema na unya waist pains ti de mekan yo usisi etime wa fa to ase na fa sre do mpenim sa emfa nkoshe mazupu emfa nkoshe arthritis so cancer nya access to your bones and the critical pain no to bon so sisi etime dwuwa na fa sre do mpenim enye pain kitwa na meka na eba sakro mu ntime nante just what na kakra edu ye bema na hu sa sign we ya eno na e kire say prostate no ehho aidai atochima quickly na say odwane ba New Life Homeopathic Clinic na ye hwedi hu dwuma ma o ye be treat na yankosha o catheter ye be treat na nkodum pempen so say the only way ni surgery na wanko surgery ebi ma akọ prostate surgery ama sebe akodu pempen so say omo ho kran sorry bio do you know why on say enye surgery ni nyina na be ma ho sorry na emomu tena se ma ne che wo ho akodu stage bia and e betima do science pempen so no nti enye careful this is the prostate issue minia Enti quickly no yeah ma symptoms kakra so about stroke no I mean sorry on say stroke ya de no emon kaye nenti wa obenya symptoms ya me be kan bi de mesro ma wani nye say wanya sa symptoms no ya de but be proud ma wani nye say wo de wanya ahyensodie bi a ebo nkaye say wo yare obi o ho ane ho den ono ana drive kwa adwuma wotene na konwa mu adwuma ana onya stroke obi ho odin ona market ana onya stroke obi ho odin otekam ana onya stroke obi te stadium ana onya stroke na imagine say footballer omo ye training every day ono kra gina pitch so timinya stroke until you should tell you say stroke no entire monka ye into wa obehu symptoms we there na say wo hu say sebe enigi sem say e bo nka ye say to anamon before say be kan wato form die di kan wo ho na utanya severe headache utita pa ubebra eno can be a sign of stroke and say tipa no ebi ayo da ebi ayo me da ye nya stroke nti e kan say o mo nti ase ebi dey very extensive bon say ni tifa edwane saa gagaga obi okrosi ni trase ase na ni nyina tutu atofom e di saa tipa ye no sometimes we try anye ya it may lead to stroke and ebi munya dizziness and isubri obi oho awonam na ne so tumi bri no wan pe ba bia antena na okotofom and also to me yes sign of what we call the stroke. And obi oho nso aso onam aso lose balance so aso lose balance na onam aso kwafafa and also to me sign of the stroke and na hu ni say oni pedua ne fan edududu ebia o left upeja on sabe nkuma emu aye dududu on sa left on nine left nso ayedu onam ase o twene form bi na asa oni pedua no one side ho awu ana ayedu ana ho ye o ya and also to me a possible sign of stroke and na omunya numbness ona na si form no obeka say cushion ana foam bi titiri foam bi na tetale ase ni nyina enya de papa ana on satien aye very stiff o kan tuma ubia na ka just all the way be pia ni nyina aye nerves problem it may lead to what we call the stroke ana ebiem no na obi kasa unim unua pa ase na nse ne kasa ya nya unim say oni ne bon koma o flow fine but ase na nse ne kasa no or break kakra ana tomato faso aso obi an ketre ma edane no saa de no so timi lead to what we call the stroke eti ya hwe ye ene omom ho so basa kakra bi na ho so ho number bi atimi wo so wano wani achi ase mobile phone bi na hihya ho ni nyina anya de papa so enti these are the possible sign ohu wo ho ene wo mo anya blood vision unyo obi ahwehwe niwa like on lens na suddenly ubon sa say o hwa de anayo mienu ho na ebe saa ne mani na anya de papa se tension ebe gina wo trimu a ene ma wani ni kofom ene ma utini pile ene na ni nyina efri he ebia na wo BP and now diabetes and a high cholesterol. These are the three possible things and mostly no a tied yare friend said the stroke eba the symptoms now me the boa stroke side no so no minia
okay they say the we are
we nti mema number na sorry na ye de akato aso adwuma na doso it's a new life homeopathy ye homo obi a yare bi e ha wadwo betimi de aba new life so we obi a opa war infertility ye ho adwuma o new life mema no more erectile dysfunction premature ejaculation ye ho adwuma o new life and o stomach ulcer ye treat o new life ana wono nso a sebio omo bibi ti say high blood pressure ama oye bibi kakra bia na wabre oda wo na wani gusu saa na de ache wakoma edu hwim wakoma born tentem palpitation of the heart ni nyina nso enya de papa oba new life a ye behwe ne aboa wo ye wa atasimanso heya kumase atasimanso onya du atasimanso tazi rank hopa no busa drivers ne say me call new life homeopathic clinic ya walking distance it is all free fan say sunwane ne echire ho na eba eno no besi wo so folaya atasimanso ka ho straight also besi wo new life homeopathy besu yanim ho if oboase ne empatem ho so no besi wo santase ho na no market or taxi rank bi ho wo me call new life homeopathy so okuta o kan so na wo ba wo de bisa bedu atasimanso taxi rank odu taxi rank ope busa drivers and say me call new life or mobile direct to just about 30 seconds from the taxi rank na waba akra so ye wo danceman runabout unya do danceman first runabout in the pa no wako goyo police station or say me call new life homeopathic clinic almost so ye be direct to no aba ho kama na ya hwa ma me number na me de ma na ma sorry 0244
0244
09
09
35
35
95
95
0244
0244
09
09
35
35
95
95
and 020
020
33
33
35
35
439
439
020
020
33
33
35
35
439
439
New Life Homeopathic Clinic. Minya, Nyame no shatiefo.
Yadasi. Yene Dr. Mark AJ of New Life Homeopathic Clinic and a din komo and I no pay our final whistle. So symptoms no what ye was stroke shiniye pa. Sabrede meko Newton Lateo why you ready all about the Kotoko versus Midiema Sporting Club game no nyeme course be a Newton I ready or the nina Eddie Newton over to you.
Boss, na another game no course so our TNA stadium said you a 12,000 capacity stadium mainly for football because who running tracks be our in China more. So stadium no there in fact Mediama about D or more opponents who agro achepa na wa call no an yiro ho anke kan ne ma hwemu ye dia. In fact na odwani ko si Akon Park de na koso ho Mediama always have been dominating teams from the days of Coach Samabuadu over call even further Coach Adote time no Mediama koso dominating on opponents amoba takwa NNA omanya 12,000 capacity. The usual rituals no na a course no na how a game no kwai no yen kwa no quickly na yen roll dice no on and share two teams no omo line up Oheneba omo di real game no asana ye the tactics no come for Kumase Asante Kotoko o share omo team omo di real mu no a before that ma men share Mediema de no emfa ma and appear kubi eno damu Fatau Sulemana Michaelenu Ebenezer Akabi a solid player dear we see Benadino Tete Osai Kamara Dean Mamudu Emmanuel Kujo and of course Kofi I think some about and also Prosper Watch God knows Japasu and Kofi Babel that is the name Kofi Babel the goal scorer now or share go no at the man Mediama Oheneba can say Dino echo history books no say ya can say for Kotoko Frederick Asari na damu Emmanuel Kote Smart Amid Justice Blaze Samba O'Neil Obenya Anderson Tum Peter Amidu Aqua Emmanuel Antwi Abetamwa Baba Yaya Saka Dauda ye really dice no na show how a game requires so Krabia started mounting a lot of pressure in the early phases of the game a create few chances out of it of which Mediama extra set on Berry maybe now Mediama dia me who ye are not repeating home a losing balls in the middle third our bravo person more progressive ball in the corner now o ma lose ball no midway through the transition now quickly now Krabia to me a change winning the ball as a recovery point you know into chances creation. Now, Oshaya, Albert Amwa, the key striker so far. After say Emmanuel Cheba for unity, I mean Elvis Cheba for unity. So Albert Amwa continues to stay as a focal point of the team. Now, Michelle, a year of highest interest to me. This is Emmanuel Kujo. God knows Japasu and Chiwa to survive in the midst of these two guys means oh you're strong pa. Madika can bet Amwa wants some da. So me shall I caught the profile, the physical side of the game, the technical capacity as a striker. I'm not looking at that, but how he survived in the midst of these two guys, you know. Esanya, the tenacity to have a shot at goal. Meaning say, I bet Amwa Wabapa, I keep saying say the micro detail part of the game, you know. Oh, I said the tense moment, you know, and my own picking, but he survived under that challenge. Watch Mediama lose possession once again in midfield. You saw the first time. Now, Madika Kase, every time Biano, Dr. Oguma chef from Madakojache, me highlighting the other day in the chair, say they have a pressing structure. They are all your opponents now the ball bar. And what it means here, they say they can have about 4, 5, 6 players. Put pressure no also non-territorially. While the pressure not also. If it happens that way, you are either building very quicker out of the pressure zone or with the ball no air chomo. They did that against Rainmasters and they've been doing that against Mediama 90 minutes. It created some few chances. You saw appear could be say all parry ball no.
na me who say striker na anye proactive because baby appear the ball to you know na a massive area of a chance at the man Kotoko, but you saw that say striker no you know someone can ho kakra bia ko carbon shame. The impact of entry Emmanuel on the Kotoko team, you know, very, very visible. Now, I said the visibility of the game, no, our pitches and angles, baby. He occupies a lot of zones on the field. It means in the rows, no draws. He has sits on the wider zones. Now, Shababi, I want to say entry. He started the game in a double pivot as a partner to a dressing team, but he is down on the flanks at the right channel, or Edeba. He is there. You can always understand the fact that. Now, some of the times, you know, but watch the area. It's been very much condensed by Mediama. Jets, or no entry, or area, Mediama has been connected and structurally well set up, our area. But I told you, say, entry, or finding means, obey bono at the back box room. In terms of build up, he's been very much proficient for Krobia. Or touch a lot of balls on the average. Every player be our field and so we involve in 90 minutes. What touch a ball, you can come about 2 minutes, 30 seconds. And no, you're about 90 minutes away. And of course, it happens in certain zones. Make for the attacker home pa. We are wing Ghana goalkeeper. I won't touch a ball no more. But Antwi has been brilliant, and he has most possessions for Krobia in terms of individual statistics. You know, Nenaka ball no more pa. Go yeah, it was true, somewhat Bernard, but you know, Peter and created before Peter created. This is Emmanuel Entry. Now, I highlight here the about could be in Chow Hasina, young common and yet. Emmanuel Entry. Before now, all box you can always understand the fact that already situation na air cosono, and it was like an overload on the ball holder for Kotoko. So, no, the situation I say. And no free call chain just to give an option to the ball holder at the time. No, I'm locking up. No, not just say Ubenya midfielders to be sabe kwa chain or box cross the fabra, but actually gave an option in that very good space. And sign a ball and cross a ball at the back box room. Now, Shababi or cross a ball if you know out wide and Che Biana mature baby or free. Set and also a corner flag in him. It was also an out wide area. Now, or ball at the back. It was a good goal. I keep saying, Bobby should be out of the brilliance of it, you know, on the opposite side. An error within the situation. Now, let's talk about this error after who's the vibrancy within the stance from Pokemon Tertiary. Why the brutal? Because it brought Kotoko back into the game. But there's one question I'll be asking here. Shepita ele ball no man no somewhere a dash 1 on 2 no. Where is Apia Kubi's position as a goalkeeper? Where is Apia Kubi's position? What banning meaning say only aerial balance bia. So ball and I'm sure only balance bia because of baby our body because of baby our banu means a form ball and a shorter. It becomes very possible. So between us, penalty catching and as in penalty saving, you know, narrow angle, no, but cheaty and I'm running prima. But why is Apia could be here? More so, you have about 4 players just ahead of the action. So why did he move out of a line? He really unbalanced himself aerially. It is somewhere, baby, somewhere born to it. It was a bullet been above the shoulders, and I want to be by virtue of the position. Appear could be and game no question. I really understood the fact that this is my own perspective. Because or you don't know our game, even though you share, they share no the attention so. But or exiting a line or bar in by they watch it in a diving spot. And where the guy is shooting from, how many players can you find in the zone? But let's forget about that and talk about Peter Amiduakwa. I keep saying this. In the final third, they will grow into the game. And I've really exemplified in the style of play. Sterling did the same thing. Vinicius and everybody do a Ballon d'Or. He's done massively well for Real Madrid. But all starting at Orban, you saw it said, oh, Vinicius and the end product, Vinicius and the end product. Why do we talk about end product of these youngsters? Now, I'm going to build up on this is Peter Amiduakwa. Now, before, Emmanuel Entry, why does the guy always go out wide to assist players? But Peter did so well because on that out wide, or J-ball, no, shape for Tao Sulemana, you can see Sulemana here. Or Chase Sulemana, and in the ball, and can't load, so Peter is occupying about 4 players. And that really gave that large space of land to Emmanuel Antwi down the flanks. So Emmanuel Antwi space, he's almost like a free player or movie at the bar. And that is what you need to understand. Say, this is a moment ube create space, sometimes unyo biana obeko occupy. So Emmanuel stands alone whilst Peter a free. Peter has 4 players and I will allow Emmanuel Antwi down the flanks. So Peter did so well in terms of the build-up. Now the FN said he had the energy to move into the box. Between Crawford, Suleiman and the attentions I could hear. But watch closely. After that crossing the bar, then Peter arrived at the perfect time, at the perfect space. But where was the technique? The game reading to say after laying down the ball on the right channel, Peter Chamboko, Master use everyone ending Kumo. Peter Chamboko in a very good space. But why did that happen? I'm be a space can say the Peter just around the box. But unfortunately, Yaniata can say, Odo chance in the Shakra and Sao, but you will grow into the game. He's in a space, he has time, and appear could be crowd when him at the man. Watch appear could be position. But he's not on his line to understand the full glare of the situation. And until I'm highlighted the first one at the children. And this is a team one always. Now, could be also a area big problem. Who said the last season, no. And I know game Rainmasters at Academy, no, Messasso who be brave, it was that situation. It speaks volumes about the structure of Kotoko. And me person me highlight it Kitwabi. Before now me highlight it Oheneba. But try to acquire a debut so. Antwi did so well here. After Sakrabia Lucy ball no midfielder no. Antwi was the midfielder who took the confidence to move the ball out. And Medika he recovered that ball. So what went your defense? What went you out wide? What went you centrally? Then I repeated that day, said he's the metronomy of the Kotoko team right now. No emphasis on a dorsal. She set piece young boy. Ne first samurai boy come on last season kayeke a ball free kick e wa she a toe net no. Fatu trim. Kotoko equity fouls do na o boxing anymore. Last season me kan ho asem. Kayeke bobi share. Na o share free kick we ya. Eno na di goal no e buy no. That goal no should have stood. Per my checks and everything, this goal should have stood for dear we see Taylor. Before now, no, me describe it foul, no, why Kotoko have been creating a lot of fouls around the box, but this goal should have stood. In all fairness, say referee for no so more lines, check bibia no more. This is dear we see position. Now on your screen, watch as I highlight the position to you. You see offside where dear we see stands now. This was at the time of the kick. But be a dear we say, you see an offside in a position I'll be to make offside and there are 2 players and of course one SIE dear we say a free more. So this goal should have indeed stood as a legal goal. It was a goal and not unto me engine watching you the break. But my key point and then say Kotoko defense not switch it off entirely. So watch dear we say the position Ojahefa. Ojina and Crawford and Centum. Dear we say is now in the midst of about 3 players. You can talk about the faster defense and switch it off. But dear we say it take the advantage of that switch off moment, from a smart. And of course, Baba Yaya, as also Ejina Hobby, and on not the ball of the shape. Now him from Pona, Frederick Asari, not all Perry Bono, Ediato. Bona and Kawbia, it was a direct free kick. And a call word. This is dear we say's position. What can we say about this, people? You can always understand the fact that Refikala, Obejini Manakwachi, maybe an Jawa, a question with a Daniel Kobatoma Komono, Yako, so you really are there on. And they got this goal. At the moment, unfortunately for dear we say Taylor, Jigo no and farmer. But my question back on me Busan said, Asari, not all Peribono. Ako Hefa na no one team or person or punch ball no. Was he sending the ball off within his kingdom? Was he catching the ball with compact strength? What was an idea now the ball no? But my catcher, but be a ball free kick, and send me see the Bia midfielders and off. Na ababe that central defenders and so. Na omo aye kukuru na foul esiwa ha makaka ye kede natural. In Swatre they had many free kicks around here. But sometimes there are questions and cracks within the system that have to be repaired by the technical team. So share structure and I may highlight the actual how it was cracked, main kind of at some point. Now, almost said it can be connected, but you know, why na air mark, you know, or more by late, and no more watch no so spaces in a dominant so. Who caters for these three guys from Mediama? Abasana Madumana, I had Diama Frederick Kasari, or ne central defenders. So watch it. The structure has been opened. Now, a banner say, no one say, me and say a jumping and one a form. The job solely relies on Justice Blade and a samba and a partner and a goalkeeper. No, the defense and a cohen. Now, on my late. Now, quick question about Constitution say defense and I late and midfield and also a protector. Oheneba not midfielders in a way. So this is Anderson team. Of course, and a partner Emmanuel Entry. Omuna is someone protecting Justice Blade. So why are they late? Why are they late? Now these are some of the things that na Ebusa say. Structurally, a body say na coach never come back. No akwa any notes in the na otimi e de akabibi 1 or 2 e de achira boys no. In terms of this, structure na too open. And no ne ma Justice Blade mo ba afen Anderson team aba. Then there was a bit of tussles and challenges. The ball was half cleared. They took hold of that ball, had a shot at goal. But anyone before no Babasono, now more than out of form that. But watch it. There's another similar circumstance you saw Justice Blade. So okay, late tackle. Now, free hormone, next is a space can say about the hormone. There was a cross and nobody dealt with it. And also, area now has to be protected. Justice made an error. Referee no way we play on. And God knows Japasu took a shot at goal. Frederick, now who no that ball no and a table corner. A comma go no a twice by no. But before that corner no, she area no who protects the area. Nobody can highlight the actual pain. Oheneba. So we check out the construction no always you know. And Kofubi ko baby ya na omwa late. It's your mom team no intimi compact. It will show your shoot is a CI. Obian who protecting Justice Blade, the attacker took him out of the structure. And then entry is already late. And dressing team, but the whole thing, and I said, God knows Japasu took a shot at goal from almost about 30-something meter distances without anybody or challenge it or block it. And here, for me, fielders in the core. Not then on my elite. How was Justice Blade taken out of the blocks? First one, I said the foul about ama ya bokra ma foul na be you know that brought that goal. But earlier, no, Kote had to clear this ball away for a corner. So Asari there and Kabwana Torneta, he had no absolute clue. Baby and no echo. But I'm asking, Justice Blade made a foul here. Makan wants him, and God knows had a free day. Set on more shot and Sana Kote elbow ball no the corner. Now always, you know, Ubusa say, watch this similar situation of pattern of build up from Mediama. How it raises questions about Kotoko first structure. No, say a human when you're serious. Dina mo the buyer, but are you really working? Earlier, I'm connecting midfield and I highlighted say there are always the possibility of the midfield collapsing. And the Basanwa and my team now are winning the chance. 4 players earlier, me highlighted saying this indeed allows the 2 central defenders to go toe to toe with the central forwards for the opposition. It's blame somebody actually 1-on-1 on a forward, no more there. Where were they at the time of the build-up en route to the box of Kotoko? And then your central defenders and the directors are always be a trauma. You saw the earlier one I showed you. Anyway, so where were they? Where was the structure? How did it got cracked? So central defenders and the two must say a tackling zone. We are there or be candy not to form. And no be raising question say you try medium play at box room and a referee no he was close to the action. But one who is a penalty, Miss Man who is a penalty, young Koso. But apart from that, Kotoko box room kukuru there are a lot of miscommunication and lack of structure in the box. Obinya Juma. Coach Nima, the baby Yatrobiano or Dako. Respect your role. Take your responsibility and know how to keep those players in a coach, a come once no. Show TV in the highlight area, but this is the structure. Frederick Asari, it's 2-on-1. Shenidi. Omo Atuaso no, it's 2-on-1. Omo Masa Atuaso BM no, it's 1-on-1. Na ha and a fidie no one. 2-on-1, 2-on-1, 1-on-1. But aha, medium a broko toko so I had to go on the free buy. football is very funny. Now, Mediama Africa, no, they had 2 people. I know they are very effective in the air. Every time I born, Namasrono, say Kamara Dina, and I be Emmanuel Kujo. Sanko from Yenujra, and Michael Enu, Satam no free as go to my, sorry, be go stars my. It's Gomunyan and free go stars and Omo Babakona, Omo the Kujo, Mamadou Kamara, and then of course Michael Enu ejina outside the box. Na Kotoko structure no such as say Yebefobia. Name double pivot, no, ebe check your 10 for a ballet, no. But it was an overload of 3-on-2. So Shadia Ketuabi has say. The marking has been intact and very, very active. But me say, a new one in free area, there is a late runner into the box. A new one in free zone has say 3-on-2. This was a trap for Mediama. They had 8 goals from set pieces. Our African number, and Michael Enu, after Samba O'Neal aerially, a Lucy balance and answer or 2 ampa when we were now Michael Enu on a chip. But before Michael Enu, this goal shouldn't have stood. Check the position of, Kofi Babel, the goal scorer. At the same time, we see Diana were inside the far. This is Kofi Babel's position. Or Jean-Frederic Kasarianim at the time of the kick. This is the position of Kofi Babel. How did this goal stand? Lions manager Hafan Washe. But this was the goal. Somebody might also argue the ball ricocheted off the feet of Kotoko defender Ewaha is smart. But the original position and the second frame all affect the same position of Kofi Babel, the goal scorer. And then it's a tree ball. Watch Michael Enu, watch Kofi Babel's position. And the final part of it was the fact that even if where the central defender missed earlier, this can also be compared to the fact that ball tree is smart, so area, but still, Kofi Babel he was still on that same position now. This goal shouldn't have stood. From the graphics, from the visuals, from the regulations of this game, Kofi Babel took advantage of the lines, and on okay ball no any shame. No one the tiana say me catch us a goal no if you a pom ha say and san e kwa show the sequence of the goal no say earlier pa no na antwi or marke Mamadou Kamara shade ne din pa Kamara din nie antwi marke no Anderson team eso so wase ha or marke Emmanuel Kujo hwan na e marke Michael Enu. The load here, 3-for-2. So, Kujo for Anderson team. Emmanuel Antwi for Mamadou Kamara, Dini. And of course, why Michael Enu, one of the most dominant central defenders in our league. So, he had a free move and a late runner because Mamadou Antwi, Emmanuel Antwi attention and Antwi Bahano. Not just say Mamadou Kamara, they say, then it became 2-for-2 and Antwi switched off. I had the Antwi, watch it closely. When you pay Michael Enu namwa okono obi na djuma at the time of connecting that ball na ohese ba bia entry gina no the mentality of a midfielder or sometimes attacker will lose the maka no follow second ball be free at on anymore. Entry has been brilliant, but on this occasion he was poor for Kotoko. Olusu Emma Enu enya chip header and sana ye caught even this sequence and so the structure wasn't nice. Watch it closely. He lost the guy and a confusion. One fan of guy so much so bet me a threat. Keeping attention so then finally no lose player no enu ama enu akọ no kebono e de akọ. Let's talk about the other thing because my catcher do set pieces in the last 3 seasons. Coach Master Kunadu in Lagos cities, Omo very good in terms of set pieces, but Omo number 1. Omo a variety of set pieces. But media me bapa. So Lord amu abedi bugaka kra won chen ha say ene ma media manya foul. Na that foul no say busan sem e bakotoko su e box no a. It's a season knocker and everything you see here. You the back repair team the back akọ but ye ni hu nkomo. When fans no nyina ni age omo discussing na individual errors no do so kotoko team no mo nyira omo no repair nyina. Justice Blade ye. She Justice Blade oye marking. Justice na ye marking no. He's solely focused on Prosper watching the goal scorer. So Justice Blade, he said your entry before the kick, all your marking, kick anybody and losing the mark and what Justice Blade. I had the Justice attitude, no. My man can't show Justice in a game it was a bit amateurish. At the top level, no, oh, you're marking, you give the confidence to the goalkeeper, and for that matter, your teammates. And then the ball is rolled in. Now we will lose marking, no, quite second ball, no, without dealing with the first ball, kicking a banner, you left the striker to go to me name the American justice play. With ball neighbor no, well, you know, new crack, quite ball, no box, no, so look at how he missed in the marker, no. Prosper watching justice play, Busa say justice play, with Johnny Mukoi. The two players have been separated. One wants to clear the ball. One wants to have a connection in the box. We're Johnny Cohen for Justice Bleja. We're Johnny Cohen line. So now you're never more clear line. So why don't you deal with the boy here? Now a striker is free in a space. I will change box. So about one fast radian away. About from the power man away. Deal with the first ball. Justice Blade. Now you won't why. Me as a video analyst, I have thousands of clips. So I met me at Braid, you know, justice. But oh, you senior player with team, it's the senior year. Your marking was poor. You held on to the guy. As soon as the ball was kicked, you know, Ujani could second ball without dealing with the first ball. First ball never to striker, no, and that is how I cherish. Now, my friend colleague, you say. This is an attitude in America football, a repetitive action. And if I didn't know why what Justice Blade and a Raman of Inswatre. Justice, we a senior player, as I saw you now, Oko started action, no crowd, a hygienic acra. Before na Ramani Besha go, no, now I'm picking routine, Justice Blade partner, or in routine the ground. Bubu Sam said Justice Blade or him for Justice, which he's free. Now share striker no later no jai no routine actually the no be picking Justice Blade for whatever reasons. Ono kwa no nim and no jai no routine. So watch Justice Blade. Blade is really moving closer to the box, you know, with a mentality to defend. Now me take catch the boys and say defender there 1-on-1 the man who's a defender. And yet time a ball why we call this is 2-on-1. But striker now move to Justice Blade. Obe ignore no routine. Or no the free central circle no buy. All of them are really focused on the action. But the striker chose Justice Blade. And it was as easy as that. Justice sent me a marking. Why did that happen? Oh, and it really repeated itself yesterday. Watch the marking. It appears tight, but Justice Blade to go chase the second ball. But who takes the first shot? Who picks the first ball? Justice. You were doing the marking very tight, focusing on the ball, but you left Prosper Boache. Set line also. Why did that happen, Justice Blade? Improve your game as soon as possible. Improve your game. Na say the squad mo say I rich no. One Frederick Asare no. Mutumi for senior samosa na munya selection. Coach has to talk to you. Individual errors no also. And for Kote, there's one competition as I say. How did the guy bring down Akabi Ebenezer in the box? You were late for about 2.5 meters. Getting into the box, you know, when a striker can tell me about 2.5 meters. Now, the who said, well, head your walk where you cry. All he thought, and he said, Uncle can play, no, and fan into boxing. I mean, why? Kote, why? Do you have any answer to this? One call for ball. Absolutely, one call for ball. But the SSO in an answer, can you part of form? There's competition in that zone. Now, the who said, 2 rights bars for Kotoko in a fouls and ra. Kote, penalty. But, you know, dear we say about to train. And the Lord was so at the end and he discussing Justice Blade and on the coach and chair. 2 right backs and Munya serious. And do say your coach Juma Justice Blade. Your seriousness now will show last season in a chair court of fans now. Emmanuel Kote, continue to do your best. Na competition now, Bano. So we free team no be Branson or Bampa. But kudos and congratulations to Mediama. Kofi Babel, Prosper Boache, and of course, Ben Asamoah. Your names will continue to be etched in the memory books of this particular stadium. Moya Denra, Obiani who obeyed me, Amani Rare Fimudi. When the chef first go, when a tea, ever point on away, as I still game, not about Mediama. You guys did marvelously well and a preseason game, but the intensity of it, you know, we all really enjoyed it. But errors on that door, Kotoko coach. Prosper Ogumu Ejuma. Kaporo Niboja, Mediama coach, Ejuma. But for now, no, yen come more, my fancy. Oheneba, nah, Refikala ye late. Ya Chinanimpa, Refikala ye late. Sergio Confanche,
more every Monday kono ye beka ho nsem more.
Sergio Confanche no kra Fanche Fikala Fanche no. En kwan ye nambo ma kwa twetwa aba.
Do the bit me handle. Ti Newton ya da se Sergio dia twen bia anope ya fina ajoa ye bibia ma me. Ai. O say fina ajoa di bibia ba. Asem go so.
Okay.
We well, hey, Kessben 93.3, 92.9, and na wasugusu a wutie no. We share live for Kessben television, so you be called judgment. I say ye. O se ehun hiao. Baby abeko bia no se ene dikan e dedi. Enu nti na judgment wo ho anameboa.
Enokre.
Okay. And then komo papa be na wo de maye.
Mickey, medawase. The enchia emu den efri Judgment Dental Clinic asoye edema ahwefo ne etiefo nyina omohwe anopai e Kessben television ne Kessben FM so live na Judgment Dental Clinic de ye kan say etrenti ya yenyai echesoa enti once a enipa yedaso etiasi na yedi aduane efa yenum ko yefunumu de den a yebenya esen problem but enidaso ho enti de ye kan say se wo esen problem a bra Judgment Dental Clinic yo Kumase Abrepo Junction yani total filling station no ena ebo ho pe enti baabi a wo free baabi a so free Konongo wo free Offenso Asante Mampon Bekwai baabi bia wo de wodu Kumase bra Abrepo Junction wo de wodu Abrepo Junction na total filling station no Abrepo Junction no fa woni kire Bantima kwan no 29 baku mienu miensa Judgment Dental Clinic ho ena edi adwuma wo Abrosan Ash no so pe na se wani ya ontotontoton so a bomodi ama wo phone no emben ana ye pen ne paper no ready nti number na me de betu dwa no bomodi ase obe fresh number no na Judgment Dental Clinic bia make say wo hwe me free Koforidia wo hwe me free Accra ye wo branches 2 ene wo Accra ye wo Nungwa lorry station ho ana ye wo Domi Kwabenya atomic down roundabout no so Judgment Dental Clinic ye branch ni bi e wo ho Oko Koforidia ye Central Police Station no ena ebo ho pe Takrade ye wo Tadisco down former GN Bank honana ye wo oko Aflawo ye Eco Bank ena wo the same building wa Aflawo o de ko border na no pe Judgment Dental Clinic Techiman so ye bo ho gidigidi enya asem ketwa ye wo magazine ho a enti Judgment Dental Clinic say wani ye won totontoto a frame was 055 913 95 82 055 913 9582 na de ye kan say Judgment Dental Clinic jumedi ahodo bebree na oba ye clinic wa ye examination and consultation service ho ye cosmetic dentistry and de friend teeth whitening and gold crown no ni nyina oba ye bi ho ye filling ahodo ni nyina bi e ho ye composite filling ye amalgam filling ye GI filling ye sophisticated ceramic filling ho ye gold filling ni nyina oba ye extraction ye tooth restoration ni nyina oba na anopai de me pese me ka ho asem scaling and polishing because of time nti me cut me note no short but scaling and polishing two dental procedures na ya kan bom nti de ye kan say ye scale oseno ye wi a the final procedure and say na ya ba ebe polish na DNT na scaling and polishing ehia scaling no as a result of say enuane a ye di no oral bacteria wo ye num no so feed on enuane no na o ma release acid e de attack yense no nti se wo ye broni o wo ye bibini o Judgment Dental Clinic say ehia say enipa bia every 6 months bia a chekra no ese otumi call dental clinic na okokoye check up and say okoye professional cleaning and one your friend scaling and polishing no san say scaling and polishing no on say enuane a ye di no sometimes e bo no mo say enipa udidi kakra o the tissue and say onsa sorry o the fa onum obo say sticky film bi ewo wanum tentan sa sticky film no eno na eda oseno so san say enuane a ye di ye sorry anopa ne say Ghana enuane no say anye sugary based food a ye carbohydrate so eno na convert it to glucose so ye sugar enti Judgment Dental Clinic say udi sa enuane bia activate oral bacteria na wo wonum no ema omutumi ebe attack oseno with acid no enti ubo say ebia with time no na ose no na awewe na ahyehye na aye ne ho basabi a ɛwɔ hɔ obi okra wo bɛhwɛ no ose ntem hɔ no ye fa ose no mako a in between every bia no wobɛhu sɛ yellow ni green bi ɛhyehyɛ ose no ntem hɔ anase obi okra wobɛhu sɛ ne de no sɛ de hu no screen no so no na aye obvious anase calculus nti obi a wohwɛ me free Facebook live YouTube ni bibia no Judgment Dental Clinic say sa revisit video ni biem na de can say sa plaques yi any sticky film yi hyehyɛ wo sene ntam ho a with time no ubon say ama akɔ infection akɔ infection e wo sene ase nti ubon say ya na ema scent ekra eba wonum na etimi cause inflammation because oral bacteria no feed on gum socket no o sena ase ho no na fe bua no ane sena sa ho ase no ahoho no kakra ade a ahomete eni se enipa ya na okasa na scent ewo wonum enti eho hia se oba Judgment Dental Clinic ye was sophisticated machines ni instruments a ye de ye adwuma ye de machines yi be rewura wo sene ntam ho ayiyi plaques ne tata ne bibia ehyehya wo sene mu ntam ama wonum no scent ne niam ne nyina ye yiyi ma wonum no ate kama enti de ye kan se bra na ye nye wo sene emfama wo ye be yiyi mu scent ne nyina afiri mu ayiyi ama bibia wo ho bia no ama ne shine no atumi apie ama wo sene afa ne ntoma pa efra san se esen eye enipa animonyam onu obi kasa eye wo sen na ohwe enti Judgment Dental Clinic say ye wie bibia wie no the final procedure na say ye send the machine no e be file wo sen so ye be polish so ama aye beautifully clean na say ye ne sa one ema aye difficult ma oral bacteria no kra say obetena wo sen so because wo sen no e be very smooth e de ama no na ama ne shining no so etumi apie ama wo bema ye no because wo bo wo bema wo ye adwuma bibia di adanse sampa but odofo bia woni gine ho enso so ebia osine enye ni nti no obayi etwetwe ne ho no ne ade eni da so ho bra Judgment Dental Clinic ye be ye ni nyina e de ama wo kama sanse se ye yema wo a afei na wonum no ne wo confidence no etumi aba because ebia wo ye politician a wotie me ebia wo ye sofo ebia wo ye nipa o coordinate ugina edomanim a oni enipa edinkita ho but ese no enye ese no aye basa atena ho ma ese no asai bra Judgment Dental Clinic and now say frame was 055 913 95 Bomodia say obe frame me sorry ya bomodia ne frame san say ye adwuma from anopa 8 o'clock ekopum enyumer 6 o'clock eye from Monday to Saturday enti me no ka say nyina team no all branches ni nyina eda so dental team no eye adwuma okwa beba beto yen eni kasam ne say Judgment Dental Clinic ye payment plan e wo yaso ye ho enti say ebia meka say ne nsuo to nso efomo eden obaye no ebia keka bill ni si ani no sikasam no entumi Judgment Dental Clinic wo de kakra bi ekura no wo de fire down payment no ye be start procedure no enkakra wani beba ho so no na watua osika no awie na yesoso ye wie procedure no e de ama wo kama it is ye ka esen ho asem de a na eye Judgment Dental Clinic asem na ye kasan say bibia efa esen ho bia no wo de ba ye betumi aye ama wo kama ama wo nso wonum apomuden no afa ne ntoma pa efra make say ebia or halitosis problem is it mostly ayana efri yankasa enipa yenum apart from say ebia utim o sponge tissue na eda utim no ebia betumi problem betumi aba ho nti obi onoma ohome a obon say ebia send kakra edi akire but majority na say efri yankasa yenum so wanya proper oral hygiene no entumi moa nti yen yeka say ebia mpenifo say o ma me hwew ema osin efifi a oso hwe no ma ne sintutu Judgment Dental Clinic say enye automatic say chinchina a obo akokra ana abrewa ese wo se no esei e wonum na emom no ye say unya the proper oral hygiene ebetumi aboa ama wo se no benya 70-80 years na wo se no egu wonum kama eti hwehwe ye kira kwan ye wo Kumase Abepo Junction ese no abu ese no apai ese no ahye ese no asai de aye bia no Judgment Dental Clinic say bra na yenhwe wo kama book an appointment with that yeremo say
number na you saying
number na 055 913 95 ese problem bia me sorry ya frame me na yentwetwe nkomo
Judgment Dental Clinic and any omadi nkomo wo se e de ma hu hia Oko Jenjemenda yebeboa ma osena aye bibia wo ho no aye ye ede amount. Why is Newton doing bias here? Mediama had a penalty, but he's saying it is not a penalty. All his analysis is based on Kotoko. I think Newton is a porcupine. I am Kwame, watching you live from Krofrom. We a Kwame messenger or day Abba, and so I will Jumidi so. And they came better than say, now fe game a course so. I was a takwati in a park no one so Edina Drincher and so at about see who ye Samson across the book said your mom for air can place a airba any place one more air call or more a drum quine now or major place me no quine any place has a book air signing or mono. How do you say now sim who a yes future no say the city but ye bitches casabre 1,000 mienum and a bones a day air bones why a crowd over to you.
I'm some out the cashew na yenko na yemfa 1,000 mienu emfama ahwefo ene atiefo wei hwan China ekro ne be oba anase be ma Ghana hemfa ena oni akono owo magic dial no star 256 star 2 hash. What select the first option no Kessben FM Kumasi ticket 5 Ghana cedis. Into do apesa auto no Boshem sana febo pini fede when is adia yanko and yanko share. Why they win here? 1,000 Ghana cedis. Kessben Cashpot. Why lucky number in here? 0551 777 star 0551 777 star. So number na yini hu ya mesre wa chekehwe na wan kasa di hu dance here. Say Kessben Cashpot 1,000 Ghana cedis has been sent or credited to your wallet. 0551 777. Yanko the next 1,000 Ghana cedis. And also when China ekro nebeye oba anase bema Ghana hefa ena oni akro no owo wadi hihye ne so nko ade a yenko when e winie 1,000 Ghana cedis lucky number ni 0531 416 star 0531 416 star. Lucky number tosu mienu ayi ne ho ena mede atodwa ewo ho no onso ho hwa aka 1,000 to go enti so betimi de ho agim star 256 star 2 hash no na Sunday di jene so utikiti bedi anko ade a onso betimi adidi peche bra kwa
onso betimi adidi peche bones ena de Abreye no aka last 1,000 Ghana cedis so the beche. Happy birthday to my lovely wife Ajia Hawa Yakubu. We say happy birthday to my lovely wife Hajia Hawa Yakubu from Alaji Oluman Gaddafi Mayanka. Yes, Ajia Hawa Yakubu Nyamishra Oma favor no Oluman and dem gidi say birthday party the bibia because Oluman Gaddafi or Mayanka no always ne wife happy birthday. And so ewo Andy yanre kotoko game ne kakra na fe fa has de ne so na mema referee Kalanzo Embrem.
Kwame. And I'm so much impressed with the tempo, the intensity, the fans, the stadium, the floodlight and everything.
Okay.
The typical Ghana game will be a person who no and then no you here. Takwati and A. The media makotoko game will be a person who no and no be no here. So she kotoko side na a new team, a new players, and I'm try to be born for the side. Clearly, improvement on certain departments. Individually, certain players also need to improve. Uchi obi say Fred Kasaria or a blaster material. Men person be follow a victim. Like players no munya chance. Echo blaster na fi ombo ni mu ba fem. Until he should be consistent. We are national team player. You need to be consistent. And no consistent in post. now on so individual quality no be anymore. Now go now referee Charles Bulu and then a line one and J offside no. Kwame who you born so you born the other side. You so you born him. So for me, the technique and the decision making was wrong. Oh yeah no free wa. Kotoko backline no. And you knew into Betia Sekakra. The shape Kote need to up his game. Because I know acquire ability I can be done fast on an horse. And we see a player Kwame. Oh no, bully ginacho. She said, I'm in to crack and what is it the Benedict Akabi that I know? Cause I'm about to time. And I come on the debut for Mediama. And we are very young. And we are dazzler. Born Nikrana or ye dazzler. And one and a coffee bubble be honestly a similar. Born Nikrana neji thing. Until the Kotoko defense need to up their game. Emmanuel entry super. Saboni kura Kotoko who control direction now. Who person who from a midfielder. Just play one on one or bread. But finally we still who's a blocks on one and a. Until for me those players and Peter Amiduakwa continue to improve every game. Game be obubia who say on my performance now. Who expect so person and on a Peter Amiduakwa dema. And a better more for me also did well. O share a ball out J o Jinaso or Dan ho J Bobby Dan ho within Emmanuel Kuju and then Michael Enum Fifi and Okobo ball and the Ama goalkeeper no appear could be ye born a fan. For me individually he also did well. And Bena Somwa and so by an obayade come share a young player fast to control bono. Share a foot now this shoot two bono echo him. I think that Obit Sababa also need to improve because come teaching na papa. It is open so your people. Open so be on Monday boss so near. Unya chance to play, you need to improve. Intimanu, Baba Yaya, Kote, Kwame. Those players need to improve. Saka now that they are man more space because the first game, but he also need to improve. Media mama dia obia expect some beba. But a dear back also be answered and said, Takwa dear, and when your baby a rubber easy for you to win. Again, almost all players need be on my Ghana Premier League in a check. It is so you'll be on follow game Nicholas Lia. You only talk about Kotoko and leave them out. But Michael Enu, for Bobo and Clan or Bobo baby any good stars and over Pimu Takwa and Raum said to no children experience. Emmanuel Kujo Kamal Dean super backline and Fatah Sulemana and na Emwaya Ding. Oshakwana Pitami do Aqua didn't announce that I'm now bread. But in all, someone to born normal so they bound who say yes. This is a team almost pushy almost a confidence level of true. This is a team almost Kotoko Dina everybody who know now. Almost no. They are in for a season and tempo ne France. Any Pababi Remo Stadium on almost team Yajamo. And then the backline you here. Osa Benadino Tete. Experience level no and run or channel park and so no medical canana coffee bell there will see a tailor for me this or disappointing me my phone penalty no the third penalty back when I come out me say until no more expect so much and at that stage experience a key until on only the lines are no money so beating my IBB all in all it was a good game a typical Ghana Premier League gamer. Obia decided so what the whole day bo no what show the quality on the field that we have fun I be enjoy football no and Kwame we a memorable game I mean so Obia of course stadium ko help any budget penalty in the buy na there we see Taylor boss saying no for me the technique was strong the decision making was strong and the power behind the ball no firm until next time Emmanuel Ncho the ball and Kwame we check control the man midfield no who say at least gradually no omo apu omo game na nyema betimi akọ. So for me it was a good game. Yeah, TV achikura here no kwame enjoy. Nti mi nya omo na omo stadium ho how they will enjoy the game. Meaning say one or two key decisions refikalawa ebi obetimi achirim. Me who first goal ni say you go.
Then offside.
But me who made my second goal ni say it was more of an offside goal. Sana me who no. And one or two key penalty decisions there. Na me who say referee Charles Bulling also happen the game no. But in all these are normal inside games. We are only hoping say going forward no Amonson Sam take center stage so far as your football no a concern. But in all it was a good game. Mediama deserve their 3 points. They deserve their victory. Almost picky almost spot almost taking almost chances and opportunities about we no kwame omuti ball we na make na better mo kwame we strike and a mouse adewi hwe baby oje ball look at the hold up hwe in between Kudo and Michael Enu waka omienu nyina agu kwame hwe baby ode ball ne kwe striker see na hia and we hope in say a better aso saa for those guys to show their quality in subsequent Kotoko games. It was a good game, but as I said, Mediama deserved their victory and stage na set him on and instead the Omobebo League matches on Omuntimi mfa draw and I say defeat enko. For me, they deserve their 3 maximum points.
Tell the Kotoko fans to leave the referee alone. If they lose, it's the referee. If they win, the referee is good. The defeat is just the beginning. They will see more defeat, hopefully coming the GPL season. Kwabena or the Frimabena Accra. Amasamai. Eric Owusu-Mensah.
Yeah. Better than me, I say, and the referees, no, Omukutumrika.
Yeah.
Or Cape Coast Sports Stadium. Yeah. Now, mostly, to me, a pass. Into your share, you say, Nyame, Duma. Going forward, you know, on betting me about no mobile say and your mobile cost because you know, Omunya and be free mama on the cop and pram, aqua to Mujuma deal. And the air costing in a more technical, the Akabia technical and a basso. It's a fitness test there, who saw more than was so, and a abamwe. And here the Yamiasi and injuries be those people who couldn't make it so no, and for say the SA and the BABC. And now, aside that, no frustration, I'm money probably be so I and me and continue. If so be all more for say, so Coco could hear Cokrana opportunity as onya the officiating matches na onya. It's a better so better form. Amana Kwakobasa. It's going forward the best strength for no. So more yes selection, or more share or more experience. A drew by being referee, no. Now we have experienced people to officiate other matches aka. My can say the Omuko Division 1, intimate sound for Bomba. A didn't know the Omuko Division 1. Or the Omuko, Abasa, or the Omuko, so Omuko officiating match. No one gaining more experience. And there's all the Omum, a very place you more one to me any day. And Kemuno. Not just a bear, you bet me experienced people to officiate all these matches. You say ABC and the Betimia, aye, and then I may see, Sapepe na Kwakoye. Going for the no match na yesheno. It wasn't easy, me my opportunity. I'm training in Abbey. Now, me share SFs, me meetings, Bintino. But me buy and I may share, and your maca crack rabino. Me for say, and no referee no nye any papa could need muy team. And they drew baby a team working, Tino. Also, so I would not send an ya ben your ma. Ne men give you be and for my assistant. If you leave all these things to your assistants, and my team no a breaky, I'm a much. Until your money who you know, I hope such as a better TV home, a better sound your money in at the happening game. Or they were happening games, sir, much of me, you know, or more than some the clip on the copram pram. No more be show, no more positions and then your money, and so omuye. A didn't see the stand referee, no, well, who be a body free buy, or fast a body free corner buy. And if you corner buy, another touch buy, and sign away, and we had the answer. Because I straight from corner kick, from corner to a certain player to another player, and a ball of share. And you can't be as nice. And he said there be a mental alertness when you know now and a fab clips a look at no. And fancy my dear, no mistakes. No one can your ma or yeah, a go fast have problems in the head. And ma about boy, I'm will be about happening game. We hope so going forward, you know, when be no intimacy beam.
Okay.
Mame, with the man who's in the name, me bad boy.
Okay.
Benjamin Osu, Benjamin Osu, Treme. Me ba or Okes.
Okay. The birthday. Okay. No one for mama.
Me picture the mom na elite na me train santi me say bia. Yeah, Benjamin. Friend Emmanuel Osu Treme.
To the to Mr. Cheme.
Yes.
Okay.
Me meet me come to Mr. Treme.
Okay.
Yeah, on the general store or SS1.
Tikala Junior no.
Oh yes. or SS1.
Mate.
Oh yeah, Gina.
Okay. Well, I've been into notes. Say make us say me ba coffee a year so koso. Hans coffee a year no koso takwa den PFAG representing life ho nipa wo do no go Hans coffee a year na se na hwe na life our Kessben television so we me dear team no ɛna ɛtoɔ ne other officials a wɔn nyinaa kɔkɔgu aseɛ hwɛ PFAG sanso ɛna Sir Joe ɛne Sir Franco Naro wɔn nyinaa no so ɛyɛ represent Sir Joe ne toɔ no the only general ɔlɔti yie na se ohobia ɔhwɛ ne phone so nti na te sɛ Hans Kofi yie no enso kɔ Bones why ready our last 1,000 Ghana cedis no fache na yen sorry dwumedie no eso
Welcome back so much the classroom na yen call 1,000 etwa to no yen fa ni rade emfa ma no na me ton krasa se Joe ba on fata kwa de emfa mre yesre na yen kwai Why they win ye? Ebeye oba anase be ma Ghana himfa no nya kono wo lucky number ni ye. Eye 0532 545 star 0532 545 star. Brother me. Lucky number ni ho etwa to no enam de atu bia.
Me da se pa Bones yem fancy andi quick.
Me sorry me chia Madam for Bismarck. Or a tanker driver or just
okay.
Too much.
O chi tanker. Hey, and it's a petrol only problem.
Me
O chi tanker. Only the first you Bismarck. Yes, it's you.
And do the
I well, the Jubedi is here, Bessa Sunmeshia Biom de Agudium Samabra 2 games in the Becoso in Suatermine, one more airbo, Sanso and Samates and Sobenina, the live commentary Bebremo. Yes, sir, Jumedian. So Yadama say Samushe Jumedi Namoti and Kanso.
Anger left behind you. Just don't let it find you, love.